Welcome, everyone. Welcome to purplelunarose Tarot and Astrology. Tonight, we are going to be looking at the week of October 1st through October 7th. Guys, don't forget we are streaming on 3 different platforms. We're on Facebook, YouTube, and Twitch all at the same time. So let me know in the comments, where are you guys watching from? All right, so I have so much information to talk about tonight, and I'm really excited to get to it. So I'm just going to jump right in. We will do a collective reading after the astrology, and of course, I will offer some free readings at the end. Hi, Diana. Let me know. Sound, everything is okay. I had no hiccups coming into the live, which was really nice. Hi, Starluva. But I find that interesting because we're going to be talking about Mercury a lot. We are not in Mercury retrograde, guys. We are out of Mercury retrograde, so that is always good. But Mercury is making some pretty big moves in this first week of October. So we're going to talk about that. And then I have some exciting eclipse energy to share with you guys. Oh, thank you so much, Starluva. All right, so let's jump in and get started. You guys should see those hot dates on your screen there. I picked the 2nd, the 3rd, and the 4th. I do feel like those are going to be the most impactful the first week of October. All right, so on the 2nd, we have Mercury moving into Virgo. Remember, Mercury is all about our thought process, communication. I was just talking about how easily we connected to the live today because, Mercury's not in retrograde right now. But I do believe that for those of us on this very specific spiritual journey, Mercury and Virgo in opposition to Neptune and Pisces on the 2nd will be very impactful, very important for us. This is going to be a day where you're going to feel very comfortable making solid plans. You're going to take action to bring these plans into reality. This is breakthrough season for sure. And really, it's actually the whole month of October, guys, the entire month of October. Also, on the 3rd, you have Mercury in Virgo. Now, Mercury in Virgo is going to be trine Pluto in Capricorn. Guys, Pluto is going to be very powerful, very, again, impactful for you through the month of October. Let's talk about Pluto a little bit. I feel like Pluto does not get the respect that it deserves. First of all, Pluto is the ruling planet for Scorpio, right? And Pluto is also the furthest planet in our galaxy. I believe it was like, I don't know, when do you guys think it was, like around 2020, or I guess about 2000, when they came out and said that Pluto wasn't big enough to be considered a planet. And I just thought that was kind of comical. I was trying to explain to Miss Tina, you know how, for example, the moon is the closest thing to us, right? And we already know that the moon impacts our ocean's tides, right? The in and out, right? So, like Pluto, all the planets, all those moons and asteroids and things impact our energies, right? Just like the moon does, our emotions. I would say our body is made up of whatever percentage of water. So if the moon can do that to the ocean, imagine what it's doing to us internally, right? So Pluto being the last planet out there, which they said was not big enough to be considered a planet. Um, Remember, guys, Pluto is the planet that represents death and resurrection. Things come to an ending all the time, all the time. And every time something comes to an ending, something new begins, right? Death and resurrection. And that's what Pluto does. And that's what it does in our lives with our energies. It ends things and makes room for new things, right? So Pluto going to be very, very strong and impactful this week. And I do feel like, as much as Pluto impacts you on your own personal journey, and I would say look at your birth chart to see how much does Pluto impact you. Scorpios definitely, right? Especially Sun, Moon, Rising. Definitely going to be a very strong week with the cosmos, right? All right, so this Mercury in Virgo trine Pluto in Capricorn, this is going to help you put your best foot forward. This is a great day for job interviews, really interviews of any types. It's a great day for jobs in particular, especially if you're looking to shine in some way or if you're looking to gain a promotion or a bonus, right? Also on the 4th, I put on there Mercury enters, I'm sorry, Libra. I think that's supposed to be Mars in Libra. I may have boo-booed, guys. Social graces, stop worrying about what may go wrong and focus on what may go right. No, that is Mercury in Libra. We don't want to overthink things on the 4th. That's what's going to happen. And social graces, you want to be, make sure that you're cautious the way you speak to others on the 4th. Sorry, guys, I was jumping ahead. I got a little surprise to show you guys, a sneak peek for next week. So remember, guys, the 4th could definitely be a little challenging. Be cautious with your words. All right, just a little sneak peek because some of us do feel the energy is a little early, right? And I think my favorite day of probably all of 2023 is going to be in the coming week. So I wanted to make sure to touch on that just a little bit. The 8th, just how Mercury and Libra is a little challenging for us. Mars in Libra, and remember Mercury is going to be there too. So Mars in Libra is going to be challenging for us also, guys. Mars rules Aries. So remember, now you have um, Mercury and Mars and Pluto and these big planets making these pretty big transits that are going to impact us in a very strong way, right? Mars is the warrior planet, the fighter planet. So Mercury, if you're already concerned about being cautious with your words, Mars definitely going to be not very helpful in that situation, right? So I would say between the 4th and the 8th, just be very cautious in the way that you speak to others. You want to be honest and you want to speak bluntly, and firmly, but you just want to be as polite as possible, right? So yeah, Mars in Libra is going to be a little challenging for us, especially those of us, again, on this very specific journey, especially those of you that are in contact with one another. Be cautious with your words. All right, so the 10th, here's my favorite day. Are you guys ready? We've been talking about it all year, all of 2023. Pluto goes direct, guys. It goes direct. I'm so excited. Can you tell in my voice? But Pluto is still in Capricorn, okay? So it's still in Capricorn. Remember, it's been in Capricorn for 20 years, guys. And this specific transit that it's making, it's been over 250 years since Pluto moved into Aquarius. And it's moving into Aquarius in January, end of January 2024, okay? So right now, it's still in Capricorn, but it's going direct, okay? So I want you guys to think back. Remember, we kept talking about that sneak peek that we had with Pluto. I want to say it was like March, April, May. March, April, May. So think back, what were you doing? March, April, May. Those were the best 3 months for PLR. We were so successful in those 3 months. We were really growing and booming very quickly. The moment that Pluto went retrograde and went back into Capricorn, everything slowed back down. And I do feel Capricorn, I mean, let's not knock the Capricorns. Capricorn is the goat, right? The real goat. And Capricorn, when Capricorn wants something done, I mean, it just kind of puts its head down and just buries through, right? It just goes until it has the job accomplished. Capricorns are very dedicated, work very hard to accomplish their goals, right? And they definitely stick to a consistency, the same way of doing something. It's definitely hard to change a Capricorn's mind, and it's definitely hard to show a Capricorn a new way of doing something, right? But Pluto is going direct, so it means it's moving it back into Aquarius. So it was in Aquarius for those 3 months. So remember, Aquarius is all about growth, excitement, expansion. It's the we, right? Because it's all about the people, mass people. And I think it's interesting that this Pluto transit that's, once in a lifetime for us is happening right now while all of this other stuff is happening around the world. It's just pretty interesting how everything seems to be definitely coming full circle. And I feel like we're all ready for change. Pluto is definitely going to bring the change I think we're all looking for. Is Pluto a challenging energy? Well, think about your Scorpio friends. Are they challenging sometimes? They're very deep, right? It's very intense energy. So of course this energy could be challenging on the 10th, but just remember everything you were working towards in that 3 months is going to start to be set in stone when Pluto moves direct. And I just say, finally, thank God, right? All right, let's talk about that eclipse a little bit. I'm really excited about this part. I know not everyone is fans of eclipse, but guys, I experienced my Kundalini awakening this summer, and I have definitely noticed that I am starting to like the more shadow side of things. And I know that people can take that as they may. Some people will judge and just automatically think something negative. But guys, we are all made up of light and shadows, and not a single part of us is unworthy. Not a single part of us is unlovable. I think once we start loving our shadow side and healing that side, I definitely feel like we start to see that aspect, like the good and the bad of everything. It's not really bad anymore, right? Of everything. And I'm definitely seeing that in my journey. I used to not be a fan of eclipse seasons. Hi, Miss L. My spirit told me Miss L was here. I had to go back to the comments. But you know what I'm saying? Like, I used to not be a fan of eclipse season. It's definitely a time where things can be brought to the forefront. So what I've noticed though, as I'm going through my shadow work, guys, I'm learning big lessons. And one of those lessons is procrastination is not helpful. We hide from things, and we think that we're controlling that thing that we hide from, but really it's controlling us in ways that I can't even describe to you in one live. So it's like if we just face the situation, we can overcome whatever it is that's trying to come at us, right? So let's talk about this specific eclipse season that's happening this month. Guys, I want you to know two big dates, and you want to mark these on your calendar. First one is going to be October 14th. October 14th. So mark those, circle those. You have a new moon in Libra on October 14th. This is also going to be the solar eclipse. So solar eclipse, Libra, October 14th. And then on October 28th, which by the way is Miss Tina's birthday. How awesome is that? Happy birthday, Miss Tina. We love you. Miss Tina's birthday is falling on the full moon in Taurus. And this full moon in Taurus is a lunar eclipse, a lunar eclipse. So let's talk about what those are. Like, Rosa, what is a solar eclipse? What is a lunar eclipse? All right, so a solar eclipse is when the moon passes between the earth and the sun. And this blocks the view of the sun from a place, a location on earth. This happens during new moons. And this particular solar eclipse, guys, if you're in the US, is going to be visible. It's making a streak right down through the middle of the US. I couldn't really see where it started. I want to say it was more towards Washington, comes down through middle US, through Illinois, right here in Cadiz, Kentucky, where I'm at, and goes down into Florida. So guys, I know they've been talking about it on the news. I watched a whole clip on it for Good Morning America. They had some astrologer on there with his patchy jacket and his funny glasses, and he was telling everyone about it. I personally don't watch the news or very much TV anymore. Spirit has me filling my brain with a lot of other things, but I will say make sure to pay attention to this particular solar eclipse. I made a post earlier today. This solar eclipse is going to help you put your best foot forward. This is definitely about shining your light, showing everyone what you've learned, and implementing your lessons at this time. Lunar eclipses, let's talk about that one, because you know everyone loves solar eclipses. They're super cool. We all go outside, we wear the funny glasses, we look at them, right? Okay, lunar eclipses, I say that we all love them like there's so many. I told Miss Tina, I was like, do you find it interesting that we've had these, you know, two big solar eclipses. You know, I think I want to say there was 3. There's actually been another one. But just so many, so close together since when was it? 2017. It's like before 2017, we never had one. How interesting, right? All right. But anyway, lunar eclipse. So lunar eclipse is when the moon moves into the Earth's shadow. When the moon moves into the Earth's shadow, and this causes the moon to look dark. And that's full moon. These happen during full moons when they're closest to the Earth. All right, so this month on October 14th and October the 28th. So the Libra solar eclipse, that's going to be from the Aries Libra eclipse season, right? And then the full moon on the 28th at the end of the month, that's going to be Taurus Scorpio, right? All right, so let's talk about it a little bit. What is the season about? The season is about reconfiguration of your close relationships. That's right. So let's talk about that a little bit, right? What does that mean? I think that means that you're going to start, and it's everyone, right? Not just your romantic relationships. This could be friendships. This could be family. These could be work relationships. I know I didn't put that on there, but definitely could be work relationships also. So what's going to happen is, I heard it called, I was watching K Moon, guys. If you guys don't watch K Moon, she's also a twin flame reader, and she teaches me so much astrology. It's amazing. And the way she teaches is amazing. But I heard her call it the changing of the guards, the changing of the guards. So this eclipse season, this month, this is what we're looking at, the changing of the guards. I found that really, what's the word I'm trying to think of, like very, it resonates with my personal journey, right? You're going to be moving more instinctively during this season. You're gonna be shown who stays and who goes, right? That's gonna make you guys emotional. It's gonna make you emotional. So make sure you're paying attention to this energy as you're going through the month of October. This month, you're gonna definitely be honoring yourself. It's gonna be easy for you to remove the ones that don't have your best interest at heart, right? The ones that the relationship is not serving the greater good. It's going to be easier for you guys to, like I like to say all the time, put that oxygen mask on first. And this has been happening for several weeks now, really ever since that Venus retrograde. As we move into this eclipse season, you're going to see that now you're implementing. So Venus retrograde, you learned to put the mask on first, right? You learned you had to fill your cup first. This is the time that you're going to implement. Diana says, my son's birthday is October 11th. I love it. Beautiful date. All right. So influences, here's some more influences, and they're actually influences early. So remember, I told you the solar eclipse happens on the 14th. But these planets we talked about when we were talking about the 1st through the 7th, especially Pluto. Remember, Pluto is the ruler of Scorpio, and it does represent death and resurrection. This is a strong planet that's going to influence you throughout the entire month of October. These are permanent endings, guys. Permanent endings. I need you to hear me when I say that, because it's really important that we understand. Anytime you don't make the ending permanent, you're allowing yourself to repeat a cycle. And I don't know about you guys, but I'm done with all my old cycles. I'm so ready to move into new energy, right? Jupiter. Jupiter is going to be big. Jupiter is all about expansion, good luck, good fortune, but it's also about growth. This is your educational growth, your knowledge, your wisdom. Everything is growing, becoming bigger, right? So what are the outcomes? What outcomes are going to happen as you're facing the end of this month in October with this eclipse season? So crossroads was mentioned a lot. I heard that word a lot as I was struggling, I was struggling to study, but as I was studying about the eclipses, and we will struggle with some crossroads. That's where those emotions are going to come into play. But again, if you implement the lessons you've learned, you're going to see that these twin choices you now have become easier to make. These are becoming easier to make because you're experiencing timeline jumps. Timeline jumps just means that you're aligning yourself with the direction that you want your life to go, right? This only happens if you bring in these permanent completions. And this, my friend, is all going to bring you towards alignment. All right, so that's it, guys. That's the astrology. I hope it was helpful. Let's see. Let's talk about what we're going to be doing tonight. I am going to do a collective reading first, guys, just so we can tap into the energies of this first week of October. Don't forget, I'm streaming on the 24th. So we have this Aries full moon here. It's big, it's powerful, it's Aries. So watch out. All the cardinal signs, guys. Look at your signs, look at your chart. Where are your cardinal signs? Aries, Libra, Capricorn, what's the other one? I'm forgetting one. Someone help me. But your cardinal signs are just a little, well, let's just say it. They're pissed, right? They're mad. They're fire signs. Watch out, okay? They're not fire signs. They're cardinal signs. They're the beginners, the starters, right? But they're definitely in this Aries energy of burning stuff down. Wow, did you guys see me not cuss? We're doing better with that. But yes, burning stuff down, guys. It's like if it does not fit into the life that you want, where you're headed, I mean, it's coming down and it's coming down quickly. All right, so these are the readings. Hi, Anna. These are the readings that we're going to offer. I have made a spread specifically for this eclipse season, and this is the reading that I'm going to recommend for tonight, guys. This is a 4-card spread. It is about the solar eclipse energy coming in, the lunar eclipse energy coming in, and action you need to take or meditate on, and of course, guidance. I do have the Aries full moon. We've been offering that one for just a moment. That's where we look at the challenge you may be experiencing with this full moon, what's illuminated for you, where you need to put more of that fire energy, right? And of course, I always offer talking to heaven. It helps me with my mediumship. So guys, if you're looking for a message from someone in heaven, let me know and we can add you to the list. I do have some paid readings, guys. If you want to ask me a specific question, there is some energy exchange involved there. So it is $5 to my PayPal or Cash App, and that information is also on your screen. And then, of course, here at PLR, look at this, 1111s all across my screen. I love it, right? Twin Flame Current Energy, guys. I offer that for $10. It's definitely a steal. That's a $20 reading in my Etsy shop. Of course, we do get more detailed in the Etsy shop. But yes, guys, that's where we look at your masculine, your feminine, your bridging. We pull messages from your person, love messages, higher self messages, and we close it out with guidance. All right, so I'm going to show you what that reading looks like. I'm going to show you right now because we're going to do a collective reading. Let me grab some water really quickly. I'm sorry to hear that, Anna. It means you have gained a new guardian angel. All right, so I actually have some cool cards pulled out, guys. We don't use these very often. Ooh, look at that, the 2 of water, of course. This is the 2 of cups, right? This is Dreams of Gaia. This is it is the first oracle set that was gifted to me. This was one of the first sets that I used to do the twin flame current energy. We're going to use these all night tonight, but guys, be patient with me because I am a little out of practice with them. I will, of course, use my intuition, but I do also have the trustee book. And I just want to say, look at this book, right? But I love these cards, and Spirit asked me to actually ask me. Normally I'm told like these are the ones we're going to use. But I felt like today it was like, hey, do we want to use these? And I was like, yes, absolutely, right? All right, so first I'm going to start with the Queen of the Moon. Again, guys, we're streaming this on the 24th. And we have that Aries full moon. It is the last super moon, guys, of 2023. And it's going to be here on the 29th. So let's check in masculine energy first. Remember, guys, everyone has masculine and feminine. Masculine energy is what makes you lock your doors. It's protect and provide energy. Feminine energy is nurturing, self-care. All right, so fruition comes in for the masculine. I am getting a little bit of reversal. So there's something that they're trying to manifest right now. Masculine energy is, it is the harvest moon. This Aries full moon is, again, very strong for us specifically on this very specific journey here. So I feel like we're getting a hard lesson in manifestation. It's definitely this energy. I feel like it's reversed because it's this energy of what are we going to allow to get in our way. All right, let's look at feminine energy. Feminine energy, please. Most of us are protecting our spiritual journey, right? So it's like we're not allowing anything to get in our way. Look at that. New beginnings comes out. It's the new moon. So we have number 37 and number 2. So new beginnings, that's where the focus is for divine feminine. I definitely see you walking through the doorway. Divine feminine, we've removed the obstacles, right? We've removed the things that were blocking our doorway, whether that was to our own manifestations, our own abundant fruitions, whatever it was that we were doing. I think mostly it was us aligning with our purpose, because that's what brings all this in. See, here's where the struggle, the imbalance is between masculine and feminine right now. Are you guys ready? Feminine energy understands that they have to stay focused on their soul's path, on their soul's purpose. My ears just started ringing. In order to walk through this doorway into abundance, you can manifest all these little things all the time. And yes, it's so much fun. So masculine energy, this is who I'm talking to, masculine energy. You can manifest these little things all the time. And yes, they're super fun to do. Or you can actually start working your path and your purpose, and you can have these things coming in fluid, like they just flow. It's a consistent flow, right? You don't have to sit here and write these journals about how you want to manifest this 1,000 times. You don't have to do any of that, because you align with your purpose, and that brings everything to you. Instead of you, the masculine, having to go chase everything down, it comes to you, right? Feminine energy has already learned that, and that's why feminine energy is walking through this door. All right, let's look at bridging energy. So bridging energy is where the current spiritual lesson, right? The current spiritual lesson. We have nourishment. Thank you, Spirit. Big confirmation. This is about balancing mind, body, and soul. So in other words, if your soul is telling you to go do something and you're saying, I don't know if I really want to go do that right now, but I want all this stuff to come in. Well, that doesn't work that way now, does it? But if your soul, like if your soul is telling you something, your mind and your heart need to be aligned together. Mind, body, soul, everything needs to be together. Feminine energy has already aligned to purpose, understands purpose is important. You know how come feminine understands that the purpose is important? Because when the feminine energy follows the purpose, everything comes in, and the feminine energy doesn't have to go down and chase anything down. It just comes to her. Masculine is definitely struggling to learn that lesson. On the bottom, look at that, another confirmation. Number 44, supermoon attraction. Guys, this is the last supermoon of 2023. If you're trying to manifest, this is the moon to use. If you want to know what's the easiest way to do that, have gratitude for your soul's journey. All right. All right, we're going to clarify a little bit, I hear. Probably so we can see some signs. Let's see what comes out. On the bottom, the Chariot. The Chariot is Cancer energy. All right, let's look at fruition for that masculine energy. We have Three of Cups coming out. Three of Cups could definitely be screaming third party. And Three of Cups could be why fruition's not here. So in other words, masculine, there's a too many hands in the pot, right? Too many people telling you what to do. And when that happens, that's how come you're not aligning to what your soul wants you to do, right? And so that's why the things don't come to fruition. So Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. All right, let's look at the feminine energy, please. We have the Strength card coming out. Wow, look at that. Major Arcana. I love it. So Leo energy is strongly for the feminine energy, new moon, new beginnings. So feminine energy, you're fighting. You're fighting for this new beginning. All right, let's look at nourishment. Not giving up, staying consistent. Wow, feminines. All right. Two of Wands comes out. I knew that was coming. Two of Wands. You have a very important decision. Very important decision. And it's like you have to make that decision, both of you, both, because this is masculine and feminine. It's the bridging energy. I want to give it to you, feminine. I want to be like you're doing it. You're walking through that door. I feel like you're at the brink of this doorway, like you're standing at the threshold. You can feel the air on the other side, divine feminine. But there's definitely still a decision to be made. And you know what I think that decision is? I think we talked about it when we talked about the eclipse season that we're in. It's the changing of the guards. It's the changing of the guards. On the bottom, Ten of Swords. Here's what I know. Ready? Okay, let's talk about what I don't know. Here's what I don't know. I don't know what the outcome of this specific spiritual journey that we're on is. I don't. I always say I'm on this journey with you guys. I'm having my awakening. I happen to be experience a specific type of spiritual awakening, and I go learn the things, and then I come and tell you guys what I learned, right? That's my spiritual journey. That's what I'm doing. This is me healing Rosa, right? I do know that when I align, when I do the things that spirit shows me to do, things become easier. Things become easier. So Ten of Swords is a completion. It's a permanent completion. And we talked about that. We talked about it when I talked about the eclipse energy. A permanent completion to a painful life cycle. The old ways of us doing things on this very specific journey is done. We're not allowed to do it the same way anymore. And I think masculine energy is learning that right now. All right. Let's check in head, heart, higher self space really quickly. Let's see what everyone is thinking, feeling. I see we got a list going over there, guys. If you want to participate, make sure to let Diana know. I think I seen Sandra in here earlier. Miss L is with us. Hi, Jenna. And she's one of my guides now. I love it. All right, let's see. Wands, some fire energy came out. Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, but Leo strongly with that strength card. Guys, go look at your birth charts. Where's your Leo? All right, let's do masculine headspace first, please. Headspace first, please. Letting go comes out, and it's number 26. Here's the struggle. Here's where there's the imbalance of mind, body, and soul. Letting go of something that's been long gone. It's been long gone. There's a cemetery behind her. It's time to put something to rest. And again, it's going to be the old ways. It's just not allowed. Hi, Rachel. All right, let's tap into the heart space. Let's see. Masculine is feeling, please. We have sexuality coming out. It's number 4. It's very possible that masculine could be having some issues with sexuality, especially when you're going through dark night of the soul, right? You have like low confidence. You have you struggle, self-sabotage, right? But the thing about the sexuality card, it actually talks about um, what's inside. What's inside? Are they attracted to what's inside? This could definitely be a message through the heart space. Telepathy with twins is through the heart space, right? So there could be a message about being attracted to what's inside. But I think it's also possible that this masculine energy could either be looking at themselves or an energy around them, because the card talks about being with a partner, someone that they're with, a relationship that they're in. And it's like they don't like the person that they're with. Maybe that person is a karmic energy, right? Maybe it's a tough lesson in life. Maybe it's not the happiest of relationships. Maybe it's a difficult and challenging relationship, right? All right, let's look at the higher self space. So higher self space for masculine. This is what higher self is teaching masculine at this time. We have the sadness card coming out. I did sense that sad energy. I did sense this is definitely it's the crossroads, right? It's the standstill. It's a little bit, I don't want to say checkmate, but like a stalemate. But it's this energy for masculine. Do I go down this journey? Do I go explore why I've experienced such sadness? Do I go find out why I'm always in this heavy emotional energy? Do I go see where I'm maybe not following my purpose? Because look how she has that art palette. See the art palette where they put the painters, they'll put their little drops of paint and they dip their brush in it, and they can hold it in their hand when they're painting. I used to watch that Bob Ross guy. I swear I did. Right after school, I couldn't wait to get home watching for like however long he was on TV. I know, right? But anyway, it's like, so the painting, this is her creativity. This is what she does when she's creative. She paints, right? So masculine energy, you do something. You have something you do that allows you to be creative, like make things. I don't know, it's create, right? And it's like you could not be doing that. Like you're not doing it. You're not following it. You're not creating something. You're not following your soul's purpose, the journey that your soul asked you to come down here and have. And because you're not doing that, you could be stuck in this cycle, this very deep emotional I can't say the word transformative transformational energy. I'm just saying, it's a very dark night of the soul is nothing to play with. It's not something to joke about. It's not something you can get stuck in a dark night of the soul for years and years and years and years. It depends on how badly you want a better life, how badly you want a brighter life, a more exciting life, a life that you feel that you want to attend and be present in, right? Masculine, I don't know what your purpose is, what you're supposed to do, but you definitely have some letting go to do. I feel like there's some inner work that needs to be done, some shadow work could definitely help you break through this heavier energy. All right, let's do feminine energy next, please. Feminine energy, head, heart, higher self. So have faith comes out in the headspace. I feel like feminine energy definitely struggling to keep the faith, right? 22 is here, so the twos are sticking out to me. You guys could be seeing a lot of twos, 222. But have faith. This could definitely be about you. Again, eclipse season. But I think this is more Aries full moon. This Aries full moon has had, I've already felt the energy. So I already know like what type of energy you're going to experience. And I feel like it could make you question. This isn't about self-doubt because we're no longer doubting who we are. We're no longer doubting counterpart energy. We're no longer making every new person our counterpart or our twin or our, whatever experience we're having on this journey, right? It's like now we know for sure. So it's not self-doubt, but it's the changing of the guards, right? It's this energy of, am I detouring? Am I making this journey harder than it has to be? That's kind of the energy, right? And it's definitely like this have faith. Like we can't, I always say you can't make a mistake. It's just not possible. Everything we do on our journey was meant to be. There's purpose for everything that happens, right? So it's like it was meant to be so that you could learn something, so you could become stronger, so you could become wiser. So as you move down your soul's journey, you have all the information that you need, right? Have faith that you're on the right path. I did my energy reading. I always do them right before we start the lives. And I did mine with the energy oracle. And I got, well, I see the attachment card. But I got that the temple path. And if you guys remember, the temple path says that you are on your soul's path. You're on the right path. So many times we question, we doubt. It's like we are definitely on the right path. Could you be changing the guards out? Yes, very, very possible. But is your counterpart still your counterpart? Yes. Always, just the way it is, right? All right, so number 20 comes out again with the twos. We have 2220. I called it. But family and tribe. So this card actually fell out on the floor after last night's live. And when I cleaned up last night, I didn't see it. So when I came back in here this morning to start working, I had an early one-on-one, which went great, right? But when I came in to do it, I seen the card on the floor and I was like, oh my goodness. One, I felt so bad that it was down there. But two, I knew that spirit was trying to show me something. And it was like, I knew early this morning. When I was getting the information about the eclipse season, I struggled with the changing of the guards. I didn't know exactly what that meant. But it's like this morning, it just became so clear. But family and tribe comes out, and this is in the heart space. Again, this could be telepathy. This could be message going back and forth. But family and tribe in your heart space, divine feminine, you've weeded them out, right? You've weeded out the extras. We did that all last month, and now here we are. And it's like now your inner circle is your inner circle. You know who your soul sisters and your soul family is, right? All right, let's do higher self. Higher self. And you're protective of your family and tribe. I love that. All right. It's going to be some Aries energy, that fighter energy. Like, don't mess with me in line. All right, let's look at higher self. Look at that, alchemy. This is one of my favorite cards in the Heal Yourself reading cards. Alchemy, it says you went through something so challenging, feminine, but you have turned it into something beautiful. And it's something not just beautiful for you, it's something that's going to be beautiful for so many others because it's going to help them see how they can alchemize through the difficult journey that they're coming through. See what I mean? All right, let's do some messages from your person. Ooh, some just fell out. I will read them. All right, so let's start masculine to feminine first. First three that came out, this is too hard. Why can't I cut you off? And remember, masculine energy had letting go and definitely some Three of Cups energy, right? Not our favorite energy, right? I never felt wrong for loving you. This could be higher self. This could be actually something that was actually said to you. And that's really the struggle in this journey is there's such confusion as to why we feel a certain way about a certain person, right? But I promise you guys, I promise you, Spirit told me from the very, very beginning, it's about the purpose, not the person. Does it mean the person is not important? Well, of course not. But it does mean that the purpose is more important. It's bigger than you and me and Starluba and Miss L and Diana. It's bigger than us, right? All right. Let's do three from feminine to masculine. I can hear you comes out. You are teaching me so much. Thank you. This is going to be my personal favorite for today. I'm trying to deal with my consequences. That's facts right there. All right. On the bottom, you are my light. All right, guys, here we go. Ready? Dreams of Gaia. And then we're going to jump over to those lists. Ooh, I found an extra. Ten of Wands is here. Ten of Wands. I heard the message very strongly. You don't have to do everything on your own. You don't have to do everything on your own. All right, sorry, just had to put that back. All right, Ten of Wands, heavy burdens on your shoulders, but I heard it when I turned it over. You don't have to do everything on your own. All right. I think one of the biggest parts of this journey is when you realize that you're not alone, right? Because when you're having this awakening, especially this specific spiritual awakening, you think, oh my gosh, I'm the only person this has ever happened to. And then you start realizing that there's others. You're not the only one this has ever happened to. All right, Dreams of Gaia. We're going to pull some guidance. Divine Masculine, Divine Feminine, and then I'm going to read it out of the book. Look at the Two of Water back again. We're going to have to read that one too. I mean, come on. All right. Let's start here. It's the Three of Air. My bad. It's the Seven of Air. Oh my gosh, Miss Tina's going to get me. I got to stop saying that my bad too. All right. Seven of Air. These Dreams of Gaia Tarot. All right. So some keywords: spirituality, religion, politics, personal dogma, fundamentalism, indoctrination, and kindness. All right. Key phrases. Ready? It's not what we believe, but how we believe. Remember Divine Feminine. Remember I said the Have Faith card. The changing of the guards. All right, so I'm going to read it one more time. It's not what we believe, but how we believe. Lift others up. That's what this card means. Does what you believe make you kinder? It does me, definitely. I don't know. People say I'm still mean. I'm working on it. I'm working on it. Let's see. There are many ways, not just your way. So that's what this card means, right? There's many ways, not just your way. I think that's really important. I think that's where we go astray on this journey. We think because we have this counterpart energy that someone or something is supposed to do something with us, right? And it's not about the person, it's about the purpose, like the reason that it happened, right? Seek a kind approach. And here's the meaning. The Seven of Airs symbolizes the realms of spiritual belief, religious practice, and personal dogma, and the influence they have upon how we perceive the world around us. Spiritual belief can make our lives feel complete, make us healthier, happier, kinder, and more compassionate. All right, let's look at that Two of Water. Compassion is going to be big, definitely, as we move through this first week of October. Really through the 10th, right? Really through the 10th. When Mars moves into Libra, guys, watch out. Watch out. And you know what's funny is I feel like I've been wanting to just kind of hide on certain days where where I knew it was going to be challenging. I just wanted to hide, but spirit is like boots me out the door. Like something will happen. I got to go somewhere. I'm going to do this thing now. It's very sudden. You know what I mean? And I do understand why it's happening. And tell me if you guys have been experiencing this. I feel like it's because I keep saying, it feels like when like a few years back, if you were having this awakening, you could take some time to go find a cabin out in the woods somewhere and just kind of stay to yourself and have your awakening, right? I feel like that is really not the case anymore. I feel like now we're having these awakenings and spirit is like forcing us to show others that we're having these awakenings because they're also having these awakenings, right? It's Pluto and Aquarius, guys, I'm just saying. But because we're having these mass awakenings all over the world, it's like we're not really allowed to hide anymore. We have to now come out into your everyday life and implement all this spiritual stuff that you've learned into your everyday life, right? That's going to be that energy. All right, Two of Water, intimacy, closeness, trust, commitment, reconciliation is on here. Equality is on here. Union is on here. Uh-oh, so is codependency. That's the cycle that's breaking, guys. If you guys don't know, if you're on this journey with me, my messages pull at your heartstrings when I'm talking about divine feminine or divine masculine. What's coming to a permanent completion? I've been talking about it all night. You want to know what it is? It's the codependency. It's done. So stinking done. You don't need it no more. You stepped into your power. You have confidence in yourself. You've learned how to fill your own cup. You've learned, just like when you're on the plane, to put the oxygen mask on first. And now, because you've learned to do all these things, codependency broken, right? I'm so proud of us. All right. Um, let's see. Key phrases: going beyond infatuation and attraction. Definitely. If you're on this journey with me, we're at this point where our spiritual growth now becomes more important than anything else. You no longer care who's where, who's doing what with who. Doesn't matter. Spiritual growth takes number one priority, right? Intimacy is important with this card. This is sharing, giving, and communication. Intimacy is a lesson that I've definitely been learning about my twin journey. I would say through the last month. Guys, here's what I'm learning. Are you ready? Intimacy does not mean sex. I know. What? Now, I would say that intimate sex is probably the most amazing, right? But intimacy is a closeness that you have. And that's why these journeys are so challenging. And that's why this specific journey that we're on is so challenging. And that's why we always focus on the person instead of the purpose, right? Because the intimacy is a type of intimacy that you've never experienced before. And I want to say, I mean, again, I don't know. I'm on this journey still, but I have heard people say you may not experience again, right? Very possible. As soon as I learn it for sure, I will let you guys know, right? But yes, sharing, giving, and communication. And this is time to forgive and seek reconciliation, this card. So this is the guidance we're receiving. A meeting of minds and hearts. Put aside judgment and blame. That's another thing, guys. There's nothing to judge on this journey. There's nothing to blame on this journey. I promise you, not a single twin. That's not true. There's lots of twins now. There's people that think they're twins. They're not twins. They're just excited about the word or the new songs, right? Or the new trend. But if you're really on this journey, if this really happened to you, you didn't ask for it. You didn't go, oh man, I hope I get to go experience all this crap. You see what I'm saying? Like, you didn't ask for this. You just happen to be in a very specific spot in your soul's journey in this lifetime. And your soul came and knocked on your shoulder and said, hey, it's time to wake up, right? But that goes both sides, masculine and feminine. Like, we got to stop the blame game. It doesn't matter how a certain person acted before. And we got to stop pretending that it's only men, right? Like, I feel like we go, oh, the men, they're such players. They run around, they do such whatever. Do they do that? Yes, some of them do. But feminine energy does that too. Guys, I read personal readings for you guys in my Etsy shop. I'm telling you, it's even Steven, okay? It's not one more than the other. We're all learning this lesson. We're all doing the best we can, you know what I'm saying, as we go through, right? But it's not like one does more or one's worse than, it's not like that at all. We have to stop putting judgment on labels like masculine and feminine, and we have to stop putting blame on what, if you want someone to blame, are you ready? Look in the mirror. If you want someone to blame, why did this happen to me? I'm just telling you, you don't need anyone to blame. But if you just must have someone, look in the mirror. All right. So the meaning of the Two of Water represents a relationship that has moved beyond infatuation and physical attraction to one that is built upon a foundation of deeper mutual love, respect, trust, and shared interest and values. I love it. Look at that. That is dreams of Gaia, my friends. Big confirmations, like everything we said in the reading, right? All right, guys, let me clean up really quickly. That's going to be your collective energy reading. I'm going to leave Dreams of Gaia out because we're definitely going to use them more often. Diana, a red eye to Vegas would take you how long to arrive? What? Who's going to Vegas? Or are we doing math? Like she says, Rosa, you say what needs to be said. It's good to be bold and direct. You know what? I'm getting that. People have always said to me that I'm mean or that I do certain things. Spirit is teaching me to speak to people in a kinder way, but Spirit is also teaching me that there's nothing wrong with the message that I'm trying to get across. Now, is there something wrong with maybe how I relay that message? Yes, Spirit is working on me with that situation. But I have definitely been receiving the message strong and clear that me, Rosa, here at PLR, like, my mouth, no filter, is definitely here for a purpose, for sure. And I feel that there's just some of us just need to hear things a certain way, right? Some of us just need that direct statement. All right, let's jump to those lists. Here's what we're doing, guys. Let me show you guys really quickly. So I made a special reading just for this eclipse season. We are streaming, guys. It's live. It's 9/24. So we have Aries full moon, 9/29. And look, I can actually show you the Aries full moon spread. Right there, your toughest challenges, where you need to add fire, where you need to let go and relax, because Aries doesn't know how to do that. And guidance, that's the Aries full moon. The lunar and solar eclipse, we'll look at what energies comes in, what action you need to take or where you need to meditate on, guidance. Talking to heaven is offered every time we offer free readings, guys, every single time. Talking to heaven, mediumship is just something that came along with the journey. As I was having my awakening, I realized that this was something that is given to us for, I think, a very specific reason. I'm still working on what that reason is, guys, but I do feel like it has something to do with how we communicate with our ancestors and our spiritual team, right? So I do find it interesting that many twin flames can, you know, talk to those on the other side. So I do have the Talking to Heaven message oracle cards from James Van Prague that Miss L gifted me. Thank you so much, Miss L. We use them so very much. And that's what I will be using for the Talking to Heaven. Guys, if you want to ask a question, it is $5. And the Twin Flame current energy for yours personally, yours, your masculine and your feminine energy is going to be $10. All right, let me get my pen and paper. Here we go. Let's see. I just want to know who's going to Vegas. Miss L says, if people think you're mean, they must be faint-hearted. I love you, Miss L. All right, Star Luva is first. Star Luva. All right, guys. So when I call your name, I need you to let me know quickly that you're still here. And I need you to let me know which reading you want to do. All right, which reading you want to do. So Star Luva is first. And it looks like Anna is going to be second. And then I see Sandra and Rachel. Rachel, I love you. How are you feeling? Let's see. God and guides. Yes, ma'am. All right, I got it. All right, Starluva says she's here. All right, Starluva, let me know which reading are you wanting to do. Do you want to do eclipse energy? Do you want to do full moon energy? Talking to heaven. Guys, if you do a paid reading, of course you jump the line. Please let us know in the comments. And that information should also be scrolling across the bottom of your screen. I know, Starluva, try the eclipse one. All right, let's do eclipse one. Let's use some dreams of Gaia. All right, so I'm going to pull the first two cards out first. First card we're looking at is solar eclipse energy. Remember, that comes in on the 14th. Look at that. That's some solar eclipse energy. These cards are so powerful. And then now we're going to look at some lunar eclipse energy. Lunar eclipse energy, please. Look at that. Oh my goodness. All right. Put these over here. Let me grab the book so I don't mess it up. All right, Starluva, the hero comes out. This is a big twin flame clue card for me and the Dreams of Gaia. First card out, right? All right, so the hero card, I'm going to tell you some keywords, what that card means. And this is solar plexus. This is solar eclipse energy. So remember, this is what's going to help you put your best foot forward. This is where you're going to shine brightly, okay? All right, so first card out, it's going to be number 12. Fire card. I love this book. It's so much easier to find them. It has them broke up into the elements, so I just got to go to the fire section. And I want to show you, it comes literally right after the masculine feminine card. You see that? So the 11 of fire, masculine feminine, you got the 12 of fire, the hero. I'm just saying, Starluva. All right, so guardian, protector, savior, activist, honorable, selfless, honest, a person of noble qualities, ordinary people who do extraordinary acts. Starluva, oh my gosh. It says, put another's well-being before your own at this time. Avoid gossip, any opportunity for redemption, give a second chance. The hero represents someone we all admire for their noble qualities, their courage and willingness to champion and rescue the weak and vulnerable. So solar eclipse energy, this has got something to do with you helping someone that's down, right? It's like someone around you, there's someone, like there could be something where something's struggling, Starluva. It's kind of like, you know how we don't kick people when they're down type of energy. It's like you could be seeing someone that's been down, they're getting kicked when they're down, and it's like you're gonna go pick them up, you're gonna go help them, you're gonna go be the hero, right? And that's gonna be that October 14th solar eclipse energy. All right, let's look at the lunar eclipse energy. So lunar eclipse energy is what you don't see coming, okay? This is what you need to know, what you don't see coming. All right, now remember, it's purple LunaRose over here, but lunar eclipses are challenging to say the least. All right, so this is going to be the 6 of air. All right, so this is about solutions, comparisons, compromise. You want to be open-minded at this time. Illumination, epiphany, and personal power. So I don't know, but Starluva, that sounds to me like this lunar eclipse may not be as challenging for you. I do feel like it has something to do with compromise. I don't think it's comparison. I think it's compromise, solutions, coming up with a solution to a problem. Again, what you don't see coming. So it's like you've had a problem, you've been dealing with it for a long time, and a solution comes quickly. It says a time of research and investigation. Weigh the pros and cons. Be willing to compromise. Don't let rigidity hamper possible success. The meaning, the 6 of air represents a solution born of compromise that lies somewhere in between the black and white, either or choices that are so often seen as the only options available. Now is a good time to contemplate and compare a range of different options in order to discover the best solution once and for all. Ooh, that's sticking out to me, Starluva, the once and for all, because I remember I said that this is going to be about permanent completion. Permanent completion. All right, so now we're going to look at what Spirit wants you to do. What Spirit wants you to do. Where do you need to focus your energies? What action do you need to take? Thank you. We have the King of Air coming out. The King of Air. There's something about freedom with your thoughts, clarity. Let me pull it up really quick. All right. So King of Air, be disciplined, commanding, expert, forceful, precise, and respectful. A time for ethical behavior. No, oh, this one says no room for compromise. How interesting is that? Seek the advice of an expert. Respect the rules of laws. Why are you pushing boundaries? Keep your judgment free of emotional impediment. That's what I was picking up on. I do feel like, all right, so Starluba, here's how this is going to work. Are you ready? This is real easy. If you've been compromising with someone that's not giving you back and you just keep compromising and you heard me go, oh, you should compromise more, then that's not the answer, right? So if you haven't compromised and you've been more rigid about something and you've been more like unbendable about something, then the time to compromise would be now, right? But I think and I think that's what it is. But I think that I think, and I don't want to say you've been rigid. I just want to say like you've been fearful to bend in a situation. And I feel like if you did, you wouldn't have this emotional restriction, this feeling of you have no other options. Like your emotions are making you feel like, man, this is the only thing I can do. And that's actually not true. It's just how you feel. So I feel like this card is coming out because Spirit wants you to meditate on that. One, ask yourself, why do you feel that way? Why are your emotions telling you that you have to do something a certain way, right? There's something about that. I think it's going to have something to do with you think that if you don't do it this way, then what you receive in return won't be what you actually wanted. And that may not necessarily be true. You're going to receive in return what you wanted because of this card here. You see? All right, let's pull a guidance card out. All right, so we have two. We have the body and mind card. That came out with that masculine energy. It came out with nourishment. It was the bridging energy, nourishment. Mind, body, and soul. Mind, body, and soul. Right. It's very important. Right now, Starluba, that you pay attention to the signs that your body is giving you at this time. I think that's going to help you relieve some of that restriction that you have on the mind, right? And it's going to be the emotional body, right? All right. And you also have the 8 of Air coming out. I'm going to read this one out of the book. The mind and body is as reality, fact, opinion, open mind. All right. The 8 of Air. It's the ego, truth, power, responsibility, consequences, cause and effect, lessons learned. Ego does not always tell the truth. Effect will always follow cause. Time to change your ways. Admit that you made a mistake. Memory is imperfect. Ooh, that's something there. It's flashing at me. Starluba, memory is imperfect. You are remembering something a certain way, and that could be what's causing that restriction. Definitely. All right. It says we all make mistakes. We are creatures driven by our egos. Our ego is in part our identity, the center of our conscious. It is driven by our instincts and base desires and constrained by culture and society. It can have us feeling confident and certain, or it can have us feeling uncertain and afraid. It can also employ one of several defense mechanisms to shield us from uncomfortable truths. That's it right there. You've done, something's happened. You remember it a certain way, and you've used that memory to build this shield, and you're doing it to protect yourself from something, and I'm going to say it's most likely someone, right? I think you're going to, that collective reading probably pulled some heartstrings, right? It's like you could, there could be some blaming, like you think that someone maybe did something on purpose. And again, regardless of how they acted previously, I promise you, no one asks for this. Think of the pain that we go through in this journey. Think of the internal freaking savage pain that we go through in this journey. Think of all the ways you tried to cut cords and break free of this journey. See what I'm saying? Like nobody would ask for this. Nobody would like purposely do this, right? This is our soul saying we're strong enough to do this. That's why we have to awaken, so we can remember who we are and that we are strong enough to do this. The first card out, Star Luba, said you're strong enough to do this. All right, I hope it was helpful. Next, who was next? Let's see. Anna. Anna was next. Anna, let me know that you're still here, that you waited patiently. I see you. And which reading? Which reading are we doing? You guys like the Dreams of Gaia? Miss L, reaping rewards. If you've been pressing toward a goal, Firester says angel number 711 can be a sign that good things are on the way, but you must be open to them. Yes, I feel like that's another thing that we're all collectively learning is being open to receive, right? Thank you, Star Luba. Thank you, thank you. All right, Anna, let me know which reading. I'm going to show you guys again really quickly. Guys, if you decide which one, write it down, make a note. So when I call your name, you can let me know. I'm not seeing it. I see she commented at 9:04. All right, who was next? Sandra was going to be next. All right, Anna, just let us know when you're here, if you hear me calling your name. Sandra, you're going to be next, so let me know. Oh, she's there. I see it. But Sandra, go ahead and let me know which one so we know when we get there. All right, so Eclipse, please. It's a good one, right? Sweet. All right. I'm glad we're all on the same page. All right. All right. Anna, are you new? New energy. Oh, she wants heaven one. Heaven one, please. I was so weird because Spirit was having me put them back. And I was like, no, wait, we're supposed to be doing this one. All right. That's okay. We can do the heaven one. So I can feel the heaviness in your heart space. Like a rock. And I got goosebumps just now. So I'd say your person is ready. Ah, you're dreaming about this person. The purple is important. Is that what drew you to me, the purple? All right, here we go. We have been together in dreams. This person is very helpful. It's like they're assisting me in the shuffling and the opening to the page. So yeah, like someone who just wants to hands-on assist help. Okay, when you are dreaming, I can more easily connect with you. That's why you've seen and felt my presence while you sleep. Sometimes you fully remember our dream connections, and other times you have a sense that we were together without a clear memory. These experiences are very real. Your soul is traveling while you dream, and I meet you at a similar vibrational level where we can talk, share, and heal together. These dream connections make me as happy as they do you. I'm also delighted to help you understand their meanings in our conversations. You're struggling to understand the messages that you're receiving in your dreams. Okay, first, are you dreaming? She said slow connection. It's okay. Okay, I think you're struggling to remember your dreams. And I think that you're struggling to understand the message that she's trying to send you or show you. It's show you. Um, okay. So, I mean, most likely you were drawn here for a specific reason. Um, I don't know if it's going to be the twin journey. I don't know if it's the mediumship. Maybe it's all combined. But I also do this dream journal. And actually, I have one right here. Here's my dream journal. So you don't have to get the dream journal. It's not why I'm showing it to you. I mean, you can. There's links in the box, guys. But you need to grab a pen and paper because in the morning when you wake up, set it by your bed, like neck on the nightstand, like on the table. Just set it there so that when you wake up in the morning, you can grab that pen and paper, and you need to spend like just a few moments, because I feel like it's being pushed. The message is being pushed, and you need to write down just any thoughts. If you remember your dreams, write your dream down. If you remember who was in your dream, write that down. You may not like, she may not be specifically in your dream. It's like she's trying to show you something in the dream. So write it down. If you don't remember the dream, just write down your first few thoughts of the day, because I promise you she's pushing it out, and you're going to be able to see what it is that she's trying to show you by the messages that you write down, those first few thoughts you have when you wake up, right? All right, I'm going to leave it there. I hope that was helpful. She said loads most days. Do you understand the message that you're getting? Is definitely the message that I got. Hi, Pooja. Oh. Do you see her, or do you feel like someone's trying to show you something? Because I feel like someone was trying to show me something. And I think you're thinking it's just a dream. Make sure to write down. Yes, make sure. All right, Anna, I hope that helps. All right, Sandra. Sandra's going to do eclipse energy, right? Eclipse, if I remember correctly. I never noticed that before. There's a book. It's like it's something being opened up, but then the path comes out of the book. So it's like whatever she's showing you, it's like a path. It's trying to show you where to go, some path to take. All right, Sandra, eclipse energy. Sweet. Thank you, Anna. All right. So Sandra, the first thing we're looking for is solar eclipse energy. Solar eclipse energy. I'm actually going to pull the first two cards out. So the first one, solar eclipse energy. The second one, lunar eclipse energy. Solar eclipse energy. You have the 10 of water. I'm going to say it's a card of surrender, emotional surrender. It also is going to have something to do with the moon phases. It could be the surrender to the moon phases. We're all learning about the moon phases, right? But it's like we're learning when to release and what to release. I think that's been pretty important, right, Sandra? I'm seeing the ocean waves. Sea turtles definitely sticking out to me, but like the waves seem turbulent. All right, mastering. Look at that. Chakras. And look at this. The 2 of water again on the bottom. I mean, I wonder how many times we're going to see that card. Oh, it's okay, Anna. Thank you. I'm sorry if it's giving you trouble. Hi, Patrick. It's my son, Patrick. Come in and support his mama. All right. So let's look at it, Sandra. The 10 of water. Very emotional card. I felt it as soon as I turned it over. All right, so 10 of water. Oh, I love it. Sandra, keywords, universal love. That's what we do here at the PLR. Divine connection. Look, I want to show it to you so you can see I'm not making it up. All right, universal love, divine connection. That's a twin flame clue card, right? Centeredness, serenity, peace, oneness, boundaries, and disruption. That's going to be this card for you. Okay, solar eclipse, boundaries, and disruption. Okay, so here's how you're going to put your best foot forward. Here's how you're going to shine your light. You are showing others how to enforce boundaries. Or something else. Is it that you're showing others how to enforce boundaries in a very compassionate way? Let's read what it says. This is about truly living in the present, a feeling of divine connection, a time of serenity and ease, a positive emotional state, saying no to disruptive influences. The 10 of water symbolizes both a beginning and an ending. It is the moment when we let go of emotions that bind us to the past and find ourselves truly living in the present for the first time. It is a feeling of divine connection with all and everything. Feeling and knowing that love dwells at the very core of your being and always has. You've strengthened something about the spiritual journey that you're on, and that's going to help you enforce these boundaries that have been very challenging. It's emotional. It's hard for you. It causes high emotions when you try to enforce these boundaries with this person. This solar eclipse is going to show you how to do that. All right, lunar eclipse. So 10 of fire is a mastery card. You see those chakras aligning and fired up. All right. Ten of fire. Self-mastery, mastering, evolution, enlightenment, light work. That's it. Light work. Mastery of both craft and self. Ooh, this is going to be a powerful lunar eclipse for you, Sandra. It's on the 28th. It's Miss Tina's birthday. Circle that calendar. And I'll say you probably feel it, what do you think, a week before? A week before. Take command of yourself and your life. Take responsibility for your actions. Do not be a slave to outside forces. That's it right there. Do not be a slave to outside forces. Order, structure, and simplicity. Be disciplined and dedicated. Stop making excuses and act. You can do anything you set your mind to. All right, the Ten of Fire symbolizes mastery, not just of skill or craft, but of oneself. It means understanding the tools of your craft and wielding them with skill, precision, and craftsmanship. I can picture you making the things with your hands. It's about knowing yourself and using that knowledge and understanding to bring to you all that you need to desire with the same level of skill, precision, and craftsmanship. All right, let's see where Spirit wants you to focus. What action? It's going to be action, because if you hear it, Spirit said act. Whoa. All right, so youth card comes out. I heard children. Can have something to do with children. And King of Water. King of Water is going to be my clue card. King of Cups, Divine Masculine. What? And a big confirmation. Look at Spirit. The Self card. Sandra, have mercy. Mastering the self. King of Water is this is taking control of your emotions. Let's read this youth card because there's something about that stuck out to me. And the dreams of Gaia, these are the 4 elements. So fire, water, earth, air, right? Just like tarot, right? And then she mixes them like an oracle. So the major arcana is more of like an oracle here. So this is going to be a major arcana in the dreams of Gaia, and it's number 3, and it's called the youth. It comes right after the maiden card. All right, so this is about adventure, new horizons, excitement, independence, freedom, impulsiveness, loyalty, and compromise. Quest for adventure, live in the moment, action without thought. Are you doing something with one of your sons? Like, I feel like you're like there's some sort of new journey, like new work together, new let's do this thing. I don't know if it's a hobby, if it's a craft, if it's a something. I don't know what it is, but it's like you're doing it together. Let's see, defying tradition and conformity. You're on the same side of the team too. Greater risk, greater reward, a new direction. It says communication and compromise, address desires. Sweet-faced and beguiling, the youth has left the security of home and hearth without a backward glance. He's alone but confident in the knowledge that a loving and supportive family will be there if he has need of them. Ooh, that's it, right? On a quest for adventure and discovery, he seeks the excitement of new and unknown and distant lands. That's the action. That's what Spirit wants you to do. You're going to have to explore something. You're like me, Sandra. You just want to stay home where it's safe, right? I totally get that. All right, let's pull a guidance card out. See if Spirit can help you out with the action. New adventure, starting something new. It does have something to do with youth, definitely. All right, so the 10 of Earth comes out. Look, I love this one. See how she's taking the mask off? Oh, yeah. All right, so 10 of Earth, I opened right up to it. Harmony, highest ideals, reward, inner peace, authenticity, look within. It says a time of reward. Everything is coming together. Move through life with surety. Do not be daunted by change. This is going to be a powerful eclipse season for you, Sandra. All right, it says, why do you feel lack, dissatisfaction, and discomfort? The 10 of Earth symbolizes all aspects of life coming together as a whole. Career, home, family, all in harmony. Years of dedicated service to family, career, and community have reaped the highest rewards. The love, respect, and trust of family and peers. This love, respect, and trust are a reflection of what is felt within and inspire a sense of well-being and connectedness that enables one to move through life with both grace and ease. In other words, how you feel inside is reflected to you on the outside, right? All right, I'm going to leave it there. I hope that was helpful, Sandra. All right, let's see who was next. Rachel is next. Rachel, let me know that you're still here, that you waited so patiently. And let me show you guys really quickly what we're doing tonight. If you haven't seen it yet. So that is the eclipse season reading that I made. I just did for Sandra. We look at solar eclipse, lunar eclipse, energy. Then the Aries full moon, guys. Aries full moon is going to be here on the 29th. Most of you guys are feeling that full moon energy now. I definitely already experienced my full moon energy. I experienced it the night before last. The night before last, guys. And I will tell you right now, the Aries full moon, when you experience that full moon energy, you'll be ready to burn that stuff down, whatever it is. Whatever tries to come at you, you'll just be ready with your torch because that's what Aries does. Talking to heaven, of course, is on the free list also. Guys, ask a question is $5. Twin flame current energy is always 10. Rachel, I'm an Aries moon. What do you mean, though? That's good. I love it. Sweet. I'm so glad, Sandra. I love you. All right. Eclipse 2, please. All right. So you want to do eclipse or Aries moon? Where are you thinking? How about we do eclipse? How about we mix them a little? Let's do the eclipse energy. So we'll look at the solar eclipse, the lunar eclipse, and then where we put the action or where you need to meditate, we'll put where you need to add that fire element that comes with this Aries full moon, and then we'll close it out with some guidance. What do you think about that, Rachel? Let's do that. An Aries moon. I cannot imagine. Have the mercy. When you love bigger than anything or anyone. And when you're mad, ooh, watch out. Somebody get the water hose. Oh, I love it. His oldest son was talking to me before live about us going in and making enough to retire. I love you, Sandra. Spirit loves me. You see that? Also, Aries rising. Oh my goodness. That's good though. Aries rising would be very powerful, very helpful, beneficial. I'm not saying Aries moon isn't. I'm sure it has its own superpowers in its own way. But I imagine the Aries rising is probably very, very helpful. Ooh, look at that. First one to come out, Queen of Air. It flew out. I almost dropped it. All right, so that's solar eclipse. That's how you're going to shine. That's how you're going to put your best foot forward. Queen of Air is going to be, I'm definitely getting like Queen of Swords energy. Again, boundaries, communication. Again, I'm getting like, it has something to do with like downloads, right? I know this is out there, but I also heard portal energy. All right, so the Ace of Fire comes out, and for the Ace of Fire is going to be, it's like they're a little swap. It's like this is the darker energy and this is the brighter energy, but this is going to be your solar, like best foot forward, and this is going to be what you don't see coming. But that's going to be the Ace of Fire, so pretty interesting. Let's get the book. All right, Queen of Air. Opened right to it. Weaver, observant, wise, truthful, strategist. Ooh, detachment is on there too. Hi, Erica. Okay, so Rachel, detachment. There's something. And it's something you've had to make boundaries with. So you've made boundaries. Oh, it's coming in fast. Hold on. Okay, so you've made boundaries and someone is pushing the boundary. And you're being shown that because you have to detach from that. All right, it says, time to be realistic, plan, organize. A need for emotional detachment. It is. It's like you've set a wall. You've made the line and someone is coming and it's like they're poking the bear. They're pushing. It's interesting. All right. Stick to the facts. Choose your words with care. Be decisive and precise. The Queen of Air is one who may at times seem to be cold and distant. There are also times when it's said that she lacks in empathy and compassion, just like the Queen of Swords, right? But again, I'm not really picking that energy up. I don't think that you're not having compassion. I think you had too much compassion and empathy for something or someone, and now it's like they're trying to push that boundary. It says, this, however, is not the case. The Queen of Air is not unfeeling. Rather, she's a critical thinker, possessed of a very analytical mind. She relates to others with more ease on an intellectual level. This is more definitely about logic over emotion for sure. All right, let's look at what you don't see coming. What you don't see coming was the Ace of Fire. New beginnings, action, conception, invention, creation, creativity, and procrastination. New beginnings and opportunities are here. Actively pursue your goals. Take advantage of what's being offered. Move beyond research and planning. Weave your future into being. That's it right there. Weave your future into being. That's what you don't see coming. All right, so invention, creation, creativity, right? So you've invented something, you've created something that is actually going to weave you into your future being, and you didn't see that coming. It says break the tradition and offer something new. Like all the ace cards, the Ace of Fire represents the promise of new beginnings and opportunities, but unlike other aces, this card also represents action. It represents the power for and the necessity of taking the initiative and actively pursuing your goals. It's about taking advantage of opportunities we are presented with as opposed to thinking about it. As opposed to thinking about it. It's good to have a goal, to dream, and to make plans, but the Ace of Fire lets us know that now is the time to move beyond research and planning. It's time to take the first real steps towards getting things underway. All right, so remember, this is where we're going to swap it up a little bit, because now we're going to look at where do you implement your fire energy? Where do you need to add more fire energy in your life? During this eclipse season, Ooh, look at that. This is the Five of Earth. It's kind of like the jokester card. It's kind of like the devil card, which would be the Capricorn, right? All right, but it is the Five of Earth. Let me pull it up really quickly. This is where you need to add more fire. Remember, that's what we were asking, where you need to add more fire element. All right, easy options, easy money, convenience, deception, unnecessary risk, addiction, blame. Avoid easy answers. Think twice about taking risks. Something is not as it seems. Be honest with yourself. You're accountable. Do you gamble with another's future? Consider the feelings of others. Look beyond selfish desires and blame. When the Five of Earth card appears, awareness is the key importance. So where do you need to add fire? You need to be more aware. Something is not right. Someone is not as they seem. That's why that wall's up. It says someone deceives and that someone could be you. Could it be that you're lying to yourself or someone around you? It might not be a deliberate deception, but it's a deception nonetheless. The Five of Earths can also symbolize the devil inside. I seen that, felt it. Who encourages you to take the easy way out, to look for options. Okay, so that's it, right? That's so it. It is the devil card. It is wanting to take the easy way out. But here, let me tell you why. Let me tell you why this card came out. Because does this mean that Rachel wants to take the easy way out? No, it means that Rachel's the Capricorn and she works like that freaking goat that never quits, never gives up, never stops. When she has a goal, she goes after it and she doesn't change her mind. Rachel, you came in a little bit late. We talked about the astrology and this came up in the astrology. This eclipse season, you may have to bend on some energies. You may need to compromise with some things, but it's always going to be for the greater good. Again, it's going to be the same thing like I told Starluva. If you feel like you've been giving, and compromising to the point that you're not filling your own cup, well, then clearly it's the opposite message. But I don't think that is. I think that there's this energy of you've been trying to do something for yourself, birth something for yourself. Do you see that egg? Do you see the egg and the spider? You've been trying to weave something for yourself. Rachel, you're being shown a new opportunity here. This universe is giving you a new opportunity to do something a different way. Here's the thing. It's just like the door laying out in the hallway card, Rachel, in the energy oracle. You know what I'm saying? The different opportunities. It's like there's more than one way to get to where you want to go. There's more than one way to get to where you want to go. That's going to be the message. All right. Let's pull a guidance card to close it out for Rachel. And I just want to say too, Spirit's telling me, Rachel, really clearly, so I'm just going to say it. It's possible that you're seeing something as a hindrance, and it's actually something that is beneficial. All right, look at that. 3 of air comes out. This is about gaining knowledge, wisdom, understanding. All right, so keywords: education, talent, study, willingness, guides, teachers, comprehension, communication, and perception. Rachel, perception. Expand your mind. Every experience offers a lesson. Education is a lifelong process. Learning aids comprehension. Lessons repeat until we understand. Lessons repeat until we understand. Learning transforms talent into skill. Don't kill the messenger. This card also means don't kill the messenger. I'm sorry. Don't kill me, Rachel. Ignorance is nothing to be proud of. The 3 of air symbolizes the importance of education and studying and helping us to reach our highest potential, and reminds us that education should be thought as a lifelong process. Life itself teaches us. Every experience can offer us a lesson. People around us and those who come into our lives can all teach us and guide us. They can give us insight into who we are, who they are, and our relationships with society, nature, and our immediate environment. All right, Rachel, I'm going to leave it there. I hope that was helpful. All right, Jenna, you're next. Jenna, Diana, and Pooja. Pooja, new to my list. Let me get her on there. All right, Jenna, let me know. Let me know which one you wanted to do. Those are the readings that I'm offering tonight, guys, right there on your screen. And we're at an hour and 47 minutes. Where are we at on the list? How is it looking over there? It's just a few, right? We're doing okay. Yeah, I'm totally good. All right, Eclipse, please. Sweet, sweet. Adding Erica. All right. This one. Jenna, Diana, Pooja, and all right. Thank you so much, Diana. I had this breakdown this weekend. I've lost yet another vape. I know, right? I don't even know what to say about that. Um, it's like the third one. It's like it's clear that I don't think I'm supposed to be vaping. But I quit smoking, and quitting vaping is definitely next on the list. But I had this moment where I've been buying these disposable vapes instead of, the ones like I had where you just fill it up with the juice. They're so much better. But anyway, I've been buying these disposable things instead. And I just want to say, like, they're not as good as the refillable vapes that I had originally that I keep losing. But I got one and I bought it, and it was like the next day. And I'm just saying, guys, I'm a tight budget over here at the PLR, okay? And I dropped it in the toilet. So, Erica's like, I know, I'm smoking too. I know, right? Oh my gosh. So I haven't smoked. I didn't go back to cigarettes. Yeah, I don't think I'm gonna have that problem anymore. But the vaping, I'm struggling to. It's like I'm trying to close something out. It's like I'm struggling to close it out. But let me tell you, when I dropped it in the toilet, I was so ticked off. I was like, that's it. Like, I'm not wasting another dollar. I'm just not do. I quit right now, right? And I don't know, I made it like a few hours. That's not true. I actually made it the rest of that day and throughout the night. And the real struggle was first thing in the morning. I had to go find like one of the old ones that I had. And then eventually I did just go get another one. But yeah, like the struggle is definitely intense. Jenna says, I know, I just had a $40 cartridge not work for me. Yes, yeah. And it's like right now, okay, so Pluto's coming, guys. I promise you, Pluto's coming. And when Pluto makes that transit, that's going to be here for the next 20 years. And it shows you like what the next 20 years we already got to see. We already got that sneak peek. It's full of abundance, right? So I promise you, the times are coming. It is going to bend. It's coming our way. I can almost smell it, right? But I do understand that, like, as we're coming up to this pinnacle moment in our journey, the purse straps are tight, and so it's like everything we purchase, like spirit has definitely been pushing me to realize what I need, like what I need and don't need, right? I'm telling you, the vapes are on the don't need list. um, but it's like, some things we're human, we struggle, we try, but yeah, hardcore four wheel, right? I'm not worried about the cigarettes anymore. I definitely feel like I'm past that hurdle. So this is just like the next hurdle, right? The drinking. I think the drinking is important. One, I think for me, it's going to be completely stopping. Like I don't need to socially drink. It's just not who I am anymore. You know what I'm saying? I'm a different person since this awakening. Like, did I used to go party and have a good time and do crazy nonsense stuff while I was drunk? Of course, I had a great time doing it, but those days are done, right? It's definitely like the things are moving out, but the beeping is definitely still. I know, right? You guys should have seen me when I dropped that thing on the toilet. I cussed in every language that I don't know. All right, Jenna, we're gonna do solar eclipse first. Solar eclipse first. So remember, this is the energy that's going to help you put your best foot forward, how you're going to shine your light. Nice. Thank you, Spirit. All right, here we go. King of Earth comes out. This is going to be your solar eclipse energy. The Maiden comes out. This is your lunar eclipse energy. This is what you don't see coming. Oh my gosh, I just want to say, Jenna, it's exciting. All right, and then the Seven of Fire is going to come out. This is going to be The action, it's divinity, so it's the action you need to take. All right, let's look King of Earth. So King of Earth is going to be your solar eclipse energy, best foot forward. This is going to help you shine your light. Let's read that one first, just really quickly. The last two are going to be my absolute favorite. All right, I need the earth. Please give me the earth. The earth. Thank you. Thank you. All right, so King of Earth, successful, industrious, devoted, steadfast, authoritative, reliable, dedicated. Take pride in accomplishments, pay it forward. Are you getting some sort of promotion, Jenna? Are you getting like a step up? Are you leveling up, promoted up, like management up? Something's moving up. It says, honor your process. Now is the time to make changes. Life is meant to be enjoyed. Free yourself from control. Don't be lazy. The King of Earth is a very satisfied man, and he's every reason to be. Everything he touches turns to gold. His kingdom is secure and wealthy, and his people are happy and prosperous. That's it. It's happening. Something's going up. Jenna, what was it? What was it I was saying? The jobs. It's a certain date. I gotta look at my notes. There's a certain date. Jobs, promotion is important. Let's see. Right there. The 3rd. October 3rd. Mercury in Virgo. It's trine Pluto in Capricorn. I'm telling you, Pluto is, it's here, y'all. Best foot forward. Great day for interviews, jobs, and promotions. All right, so you don't see any of this coming. You don't even see this coming because it hasn't happened yet. This is coming. It's either just happened or it's happening now and you don't see it yet. But the maiden is going to be lunar eclipse, so that's what you don't see coming. And the maiden is, see how she's going on the journey? It's a new journey. It is a major arcana, or like an oracle in the dreams of Gaia Tarot. All right, so this is about independence, self-esteem, confidence, self-exploration, self-interest, creativity. It says, codependency is on here. Selfishness. Follow your dreams, discover your passions, focus on self-discovery, address self-imposed limits and restrictions. That's sticking out to me, Jenna, like a neon sign. Address self-imposed limits and restrictions. You're telling yourself you can't go somewhere, you can't start something new. You could have been telling yourself this since springtime. All right. Release feelings and fear of abandonment, craving attention, needing rescue, express goals and desires, be true to self, acting with empathy. The maiden walks an unfamiliar path, but does so with confidence and grace. She has been taught by those around her that it is not selfish or conceited to follow her dreams and actively work to manifest her goals and desires. So yeah, that's what it is. It's like you've been telling yourself since springtime that you can't have something, you can't do something. For whatever reason, you're telling yourself that. So that means this eclipse season, again, is going to be very impactful. It's going to be strong for you because you're going to have to face the thing that you keep telling yourself you can't do. You tell yourself you can't. Guys, it's not just Jenna, it's all of us. We all tell ourselves that we can't do something, not because we feel that we can't actually do it. It's a coping mechanism because we don't want to do it. See? I know, right? All right, so it says, because by the way, we don't want to do it because we know it's hard. All right, I want to make sure I read this last part one more time. She has been taught by those around her that it's not selfish or conceited to follow her dreams and actively work to manifest her goals and desires. So she does so without needing permission from anyone. That's the thing right there. You don't need permission from anyone. All right, 8 of Fire. This is action to take or where spirit wants you to meditate. All right, so 8 of fire, action, change, transformation, transmutation, rebirth, freedom, renewed, purpose, joy. Key phrase, transformation through action, change on a physical level. It's time to act. Give something a new purpose. Transmute negative energy. It's what we do every day, guys. Every day. I promise you. If you're following me, my messages pull at your heartstrings. You're doing that every day. A renewed sense of purpose. Again, don't be lazy. Inaction may yield unwelcoming changes. Spirit's definitely telling you to take action. All right, the meaning. The 8 of fire symbolizes transformation through action, change on a physical level that brings freedom and joy. Is it time to start a new job or quit one? Is it time to move house back because the one you're living in restricts or hampers you? Or is it time to lose a little bit of weight and increase your mobility and physical fitness? Is it time to set yourself free of unnecessary weight, whether it be physical, emotional, or psychological, so you can move through life with more ease? That's it, right, Jenna? If you need to make real changes in your life, now's the time to do it. No more thinking, no more planning, and no more dreaming. Now's the time to get up off the couch, to act, to transform yourself or your life, or to take an idea, a possession, something in your life or space, and repurpose or transform it. That's it too. All right, I need to read this one part to you, Spirit's pointing out to me. This is potential blockage. Don't halt your own progress or hamper your growth at this time. Even if you may feel a bit lazy or even apathetic, be your own advocate rather than your own enemy, and challenge yourself if you find yourself unwilling to act. The 8 of fire reverse speaks to us when we are experiencing either a lazy mind or body, and it serves as a reminder that there maybe consequences if necessary changes are not made. Okay, I don't think that you're being lazy at all. I think what's happening is the same thing that's happening to me. We're tired of freaking waiting, right? So it's like I have these days, Jenna, tell me if you feel like this sometimes. It's like I'm working my purpose, I'm working my journey, and then I'm pushing, and I'm aligning, and I'm doing my shadow work and I'm diving deep, right? And then it's like I'm waiting for an outcome of something, and when that outcome takes too long, I rebel. I go, no, I know I'm supposed to do this thing, but you know what? I'm just not gonna do it. And I mean, is that a behavior to have? No, of course not, But here's the thing I do know. Spirit still loves me unconditionally. Thank God, right? But yeah, there's this energy of there's something very important that you need to change, you need to do, and for some reason you're just not wanting to start that journey. It's like you've been doing something for a long time, you've been waiting for something for a long time. Maybe you're waiting for something to become easier so that you can do it, right? And it's like that easier thing isn't coming. So you're looking at this challenge like, man, I don't really know if I want to take this challenge on, right? All right, let's pull a guidance card out to close it out. Ooh. All right. I feel like we've seen this card already. The two of them. I feel like we've seen both of them. Emotion and intellect on the bottom. Let's read that one because I feel like that's it. So this is 11 of water. Is it an emotional attachment to something? Is my question. All right. 10, 11. All right. Emotion, intellect, love, fear, expression, suppression, head, heart, ease, disease. Influence of emotional disharmony. Both love and fear motivate. Is fear the more dominant force? Is fear the more dominant force? Unvoiced emotions must be expressed. You need to write something down. Did you write a letter? I heard, did you write a letter? Address unhealthy imbalances. Suppressed emotional secrets. Seek a productive means of emotional release. It's going to be the letter. Be proactive and mindful of your emotions. I have no idea what this letter is about. I'm just saying, I just keep hearing it. All right. The 11 of water is a balancing and realignment card that addresses any emotional disharmony that may be influencing your choice and environment. It also represents the need for us to see the whole and how an imbalance can affect us. Love and fear. How many times have you heard someone say that your choices and action was made from a place of fear or was born of a person's insecurities? Jenna, there's something that I'm being told. It's like I'm trying to read it out of the book, and Spirit's just giving me the message. So I'm just going to give you the message that Spirit gave me. There's some inactivity or in movement that could be causing you concerns. These could be about your emotional health, about your physical health, about your mental health, but there's some inactivity. That means that something's not moving. Like the energy is stagnant. It's not moving. It's not flowing. It's not growing. It's not getting better. I wouldn't necessarily say it's declining either. That's not true. It is declining. Okay. Let me keep going. It says, be proactive and mindful of your emotions. The 11 of water is a balancing and realignment card that addresses any emotional disharmony that may be influencing your choices and environment. It also represents the need for us to see the whole and how the imbalance can affect us. Love and fear. How many times have you heard someone say that it's a choice or action was made from a place of fear, or was it born of a person's insecurities or doubts, or was it born of love? When we are attacked by others, we may react and retaliate because we're angry and afraid, but we may also act because we have love for ourselves and wish to address an injustice and prevent further injustices. That's what this is about. And something about a letter. Like maybe you need to write a letter to whoever caused the issue. We may choose not to take a risk or make changes in our lives because we're afraid of the unknown future, but we may also choose not to take a risk that may alter our lives because we love the life we already have. We may be plagued with doubt, but we can also be blinded by love. What motivates your actions the most, fear or love? It says fear and love, like creation and destruction, cannot exist without one another. They can even appear to be the same force, depending on one's perspective. It says it symbolizes a potential imbalance that needs to be addressed. All right, Jenna, I'm going to leave it right there. I hope that was helpful. It's the house. After entering not conception. Oh my gosh, it's so true. And the twin journey. Is there a letter? Did you need to write a letter? Did I ever tell you to write a letter? Like, did you ever get a reading? I feel like Spirit was trying to tell me that it had came out in a reading before to write a letter, and you didn't. You didn't write the letter. I'm just telling you what I hear. Don't shoot the messenger. I think you may be right. I think you may be right. I don't know. I'm definitely at the like enforce all boundaries. You know what I mean? I don't know. And I just got here, so I'm just saying. Oh, a card but never something. Oh my goodness. Jenna, did you write in the card? Is there a message, something that you got out in the card but needs to be sent, like you didn't send it? I'm not telling you. I'm not telling you to send that. I completely understand this journey. It doesn't always work that way, right? But that could be it. There's something about like writing it down, getting it out. And if you can't send it, maybe there's something else that you could do with it, right? I think holding on to it, maybe, I don't know, there may be something about that. All right, who was next? Thank you, Jenna. All right, Diana. Diana is next. Diana, let me know which reading you wanted to do. Almost sent a Christmas card. Oh, I'm so sorry. I totally just drawn on the camera. Well, I guess I'm not on camera. Thank goodness. But right in front of the mic. Have mercy. All right. I think okay, so that's gonna be a sign. We can close that list. Let me go get that thing out. I missed full moons since I missed that night. And you know how I feel about those full moons? Absolutely. Absolutely. I want to show you guys the Aries full moon. I made this spread specifically for this full moon. Okay, Aries is the go-getter, the self-starters, you know, the independent, you know, all that stuff. That's Aries, right? So right now your goals are priorities. So we're going to look at what goals are your priority. The toughest challenge that comes with this full moon, because all full moons are challenging, right? Where you need to add that fire element. We all have fire element where you need to put it in your own personal life, where you need to let go and relax, because Aries does not know how to do that whatsoever. And then some guidance. So sorry. And guys, I'm not picking on the Aries. I'm the Aries. I'm the one that doesn't know how to let go of nothing, how to relax. Thank you, Jenna. Thank you, thank you. All right. So I don't want to pick this one because it's going to take the whole screen. So Diana, type something small for me in the comments box so I can click. Oh, there we go. Perfect. Look at this. There we go. All right. And let's actually pull some Queen of the Moon out. Let's pull some Queen of the Moon. I'll pull a guidance card out for you, Diana, out of the Dreams of Gaia. But let's do the first four. Queen of the Moon. All right, so here's the goals that you need to prioritize. This Aries full moon. Willpower comes out. I'm going to take that second one too because it was also trying to come out, and it's it. All right, so creation. Okay, so your willpower, your drive to want to do something, to accomplish something. You're having a challenge with that right now. And we're all okay, Diana. Everyone's having the same challenge. We've been manifesting, creating, and the stuff be taking too long to get here, right? You're seeing it. You're seeing we're all seeing these little stars starting to pop up and show us things, right? But it's not at full fruition, right? So whatever you're creating, so I see the paper, the chart, she's got all this stuff down. It's something you've been thinking. Maybe there's something about putting your thoughts on paper. That's what I'm hearing. So you have number 13 and number 39. So the threes are sticking out to me. So you've most likely been seeing some threes, which means you're actually also getting some assistance. All right. So what you need to make a priority is you need to push harder, have more drive. You need to get something on paper, get it, like confirm it, make it so. And it's something that you've been creating in your mind. You're thinking about it, but you haven't actually done it yet. All right, let's look at a challenge you may face with this full moon energy. let go and relax. I always forget to let go and relax. I had to go pull it back up so I could remember. Because again, I don't know how to do that. Alright, so next we're going to look at the challenge. Purity, forgiveness, clean slate. You're going to have to give someone a clean slate. Someone may have dark hair. And that's like they're bending backwards. Bending over backwards is the energy that I'm getting off that card. You could feel like you've already been over backwards for this person. It's like you have to give them a clean slate. So that's going to be challenging with the Aries full moon. All right, let's look at where you need to add that fire element. Where you need to add that fire element. We have fear. You need to not have fear. You need to know that you're highly protected. First of all, Diana, I want to point out the hair color. You see how they all have the light hair color? Diana has light hair color, guys, in case you didn't know. So that's interesting to me, but highly, highly protected. Diana, do you know somebody who has red hair? I'm just wondering. But there's this energy of you feel like if you were to put something on paper or maybe give someone this clean slate, it's like you could feel like you would be more vulnerable for attacks, for people to come at you for whatever reason. Spirit wants you to know that you're highly, highly protected. So I feel like where you need to add fire is do things. I feel like you could be being more cautious. You're not wanting to be vulnerable. Like you're not wanting to open up about something because you feel like it would make you more vulnerable. And Spirit saying like you can add some fire element to opening up, coming out, being more in your face type of energy, the Aries, because you're highly protected. All right, let's do the let go and relax. Where you need to let go and relax. All right, so we have 23 and 19, gratitude and balance. You could be, oh, I hear it. Okay. Hey, I've been doing this too. Okay, so you're trying to balance your work and play time, right? How's that saying go? Miss Tina always tells me work hard, play hard. It's that energy. It's just you're trying to balance that. And I feel like spirits can trying to say that something is gonna happen naturally. It's gonna come to you naturally. It's like maybe as soon as you can get whatever this is in the headspace out on paper, it's like once you start to see that there was no reason to fear, right? You have gratitude, you're excited, you're more excited about the journey, and it's like it automatically balances out. So for example, maybe whatever it is that you need to get on paper or whatever it is you have to clean slate, let's say it has something to do with work. So it's like maybe you're feeling like, man, I really don't want to be there right now. I really don't want to deal with this stuff right now. It's like once you clear that up, do that thing, it's like these things balance out. And now it's not, I don't want to be there, or I do want, you see what I'm saying? Whatever it is, however, which way it's falling to whatever side, it will align and balance itself out once you get it out of the headspace and put it in fruition on paper in the 3D, right? All right, I hope that was helpful. All right, Julie LunaRose. I love that. Julie, we are offering free readings, so let me know if you are interested. We are streaming on 3 different platforms, so Facebook, YouTube, and Twitch. Yes, the creation card is a full moon card. They're all full moons. Well, you have the willpower card. This is the Beaver moon, full moon. This is the snow moon, full moon. That's a waxing moon, and the quarter moon, and the waning gibbous. This is the important one right there. And I just want to say, Diana, it's possible that this person back here that you've been bending over backwards for is the reason that you can't get this thing out on paper. All right, Pooja. Pooja, you're next. Pooja, let me know that you're still here and which reading you want to do. And then Erica, you were going to be after that. So Pooja and Erica, let me know. Let me know, ladies. I'm ready to wrap it up. So let me know you're still here. You waited so very patiently. Thank you, Pooja. Let me know which reading we're going to do. Eclipse energy reading. We're looking at solar eclipse, lunar eclipse. We have October 14th is your solar eclipse, and October 28th is going to be your lunar eclipse. Thank you, Pooja. Oops, that was Erica. Oh, that was Diana. Erica, you're going to be right after Pooja, so let me know. And the list is closed, guys, but I will add Twitch if they hung around. All right. Oh, Diana. Diana, I wanted to pull you a card from Dreams of Gaia. I know, I did Queen of the Moon, but let's get you a card from Dreams of Gaia, just really quickly. I just love this oracle. It's a tarot oracle mix. Look at that. The Desires card comes out, Diana. That's a big, big major arcana oracle in this tarot set. It's number 20. So I see the 2 10s sticking out. 10 10. Guys, 10 10. 10 10 is the day. Pluto goes direct. Can you tell? I'm excited about it. I didn't see Julie Rose say anything else. Probably just came in to say hello, but we'll try to see if she hung out. Twitch is one of our more impatient platforms for sure. All right, really quickly, and then I'll jump to yours, Pooja. I promise. I just remembered that I told Diana I would. All right, so desires, wants, dreams, ambition, goals, price, gestation, manifestation, consequences, and selfishness are going to be your keywords. All right, Diana, what do you desire most? How much do you want it? Desire compels action. Make another attempt. Great expectations. Ground your desires in reality. What you desire will have a price. Has your desire waned or changed? Ooh, has it waned or changed? Because you did have that, the will card that shows all those moon phases, right? All right, to desire, to wish or long for something, to lust or crave is to desire. In simple terms, desire means to want something. Desire is the fourth influence on choice, and when it appears in your reading, it asks that you explore your desires and ask what it is that you want and how much you want it. What are you willing to do in order to achieve your desires? All right, I hope that helps. And sorry, I forgot. Oh, look, we got more Twitch coming in. Twitch, I will hang out for a little bit longer if you guys are patient and want to get added to the list. All right. So is Erica? Oh, it's Pooja. Pooja's next. So Pooja's like, don't skip me. Don't skip me, Rosa. All right, Pooja. So I have Pooja and Erica left on the list, right? Pooja and Erica. Okay, so list is closed for everyone but Twitch. I know, right? That's how it works around here, PLR. Oh no, you can hang out if you want to wait. There's only 2 people, Twitch, if you want to wait. But just saying, you don't got to. All right, let's do Eclipse. Eclipse energy. Diana, I will let you know if we need to add Twitch on there. I know it's hard to understand, but we are on Facebook, YouTube, and Twitch all at the same time. All right, Pooja. So I'm going to pull out the first two. So we're looking at solar eclipse energy, and then lunar eclipse energy. Solar eclipse, best foot forward. Look at that. Phoenix rising. Oh my gosh, my favorite. Guys, this is what I'm going to be for Halloween. I'm so stinking excited. I'm literally, we're making our own Halloween. We do it. I mean, most of the time we do make our own Halloween costume. But Messina has a party every year. And this year, Phoenix Rising. I'm doing Phoenix Rising. I'm totally wearing like black leggings, black t-shirt, and then I'm going to make some fire wings. So I'm so freaking excited about it. But yeah, some strong Phoenix Rising energy, right? And that's best foot forward. That's beautiful, Pooja. All right, Pooja, let's look and see what is lunar eclipse energy. Remember, lunar eclipse is coming on the 28th, October 28th. It's Miss Tina's birthday, guys. All right, look at this. More fire energy. Ooh, and aiming, taking direction. I'm picking up a little Sagittarius, like the bow and arrow. You see that? All right, let's see what this is about, Pooja. So 8 of fire. That's the first one. All right, action, change, transformation, transmutation, rebirth, freedom, renewed purpose, and joy. All right, Pooja, transformation through action, change on a physical level. It is time to act. Wow, it's like we're all getting the same message, right? It's time to act. Give something a new purpose. Transmute negative energy, a renewed sense of purpose. Again, don't be lazy. The 8 of fire symbolizes transformation through action, change on a physical level that brings freedom and joy. It's time to start a new job or quit one. Is it time to move house because the one you're living in restricts or hampers you? All right, let's look at the 4 of fire. 4 of fire is what you don't see coming, lunar eclipse energy. Again, the word action starts out. Concentration, focus, energy, application, practice. This is definitely about implementing, right? Work ethic is also on here, Pooja. It says focus mind, emotion, and deliberate action. Creating and momentum. Establish good work ethic. Establish a creative process. Devote time to regular practice. Be willing and prepared. Pay your dues. Something is falling short of its target. That's it right there. What you don't see coming. Something is falling short of its target, Pooja. The 4 of fire is symbolic of focused mind, emotion, and deliberate action that once applied lend impetus and momentum. It means acting with both skill and accuracy and establishing a work ethic or creative process that is a reflection of both. It's about focusing on a task at hand, making it the center of your attention, and not allowing distractions to cause to lose sight of our target or objectives. A period of being tested, Pooja. I feel like this happened to me just in the last couple of weeks. Like I had this goal. I derailed the train a little bit, right? And when I derailed that train a little bit, it was like I got all these examples of how I could delay my process, right? So I feel like Spirit is going to show you how you could be doing that also. But I think it's going to give you the opportunity, Pooja, to instead of, I don't think it's going to cause you to derail. I think it's going to give you the opportunity to like take better aim, be more focused, see something clear. All right, let's look at action or what Spirit wants you to meditate on. So we have another arcana coming out, the Sage. This is about implementing. So the Sage is like what you need to know. Hi, Jean. you know, though, you have the wisdom, you've gained the knowledge. You see the owl, you've been doing the thing. The fire element, you see that? You've been doing the things. So it's about implementing, Pooja, implementing. Like this is the energy, like this energy is telling me like you're gonna actually start putting things into the 3D reality. The spiritual lessons you've been learning, it's like you're gonna start implementing them here now. All right, and then we have the Ace of Air coming out. Ace of Air is going to be your guidance card. Pooja, Heal Yourself reading cards. The Victim Consciousness card came out. It's number 12. Spirit wants you to know that nothing is happening against you. Everything is happening for you. I know that's hard to see sometimes, especially when our expectations of things are high. All right, let's look at the Ace of Air. So this is your guidance, Pooja. Personal truths, originality, motivation, choices, beliefs. I'm totally reading you the wrong one. That's Ace of Water. Give me a moment. I was like, wait a minute, that's not right. All right, here it is. Ace of Water, Ace of Water. Here we go. New emotions. First love, infatuation, attraction, lust, longing, excitement, and passion. An exciting beginning. Take a leap of faith. Open your heart. Follow passion's lead. Remember, Pooja, nothing's happening against you. It's happening for you. A new experience or opportunity. A new friendship. Stop fighting your feelings. The Ace of Water symbolizes the beginning of new love and those feelings of nervous excitement we experience at the start of a new relationship. It's with growing sense of attraction and infatuation that draws you in and dares you to throw common sense aside. Falling in love is both paradoxically thrilling and terrifying, as a flood of emotion picks you up and carries you away. The river could carry you gently or lead you to rapids, or worse, fling you over a waterfall. There's definitely this strong energy that you're fearful something will happen again because it's happened in the past. But you have the wisdom, Pooja. You can implement the lessons you learn now. You can take better direction. You can see the red flags for when they are there for what they are, right? And Spirit's definitely saying, like, things are not happening against you, they're happening for you. Trust your intuition, Pooja. All right, I'm going to leave it right there. I hope that reading was helpful. All right. I don't think Twitch stayed and hung out, but let me know, Twitch, if you're still here, if you want to get put on the list, let me know. Let me know. Let me see. So Erica is full moon. Who's Summer? Is there a Summer? I'm missing one. Erica is next and wants full moon. All right, Erica. So the Aries full moon. Yeah, Diana, we can definitely swap Jean out if Twitch didn't hang out. Yeah, we definitely can. And then, is that the last one then? Or was there someone named Summer? Did I miss one? All right, Erica, first thing we're going to look at is goals that you're prioritizing, goals that Spirit says you need to make a priority right now. And I am going to start with the Queen of the Moon, but I will pull your guidance out of the dreams of Gaia. All right, the goals that you need to prioritize right now. Nourishment, mind, body, soul. It's the body. I'm hearing water is important, Erica. Oh my gosh, I'm getting in trouble for that too. Oh, mercy. Yes, we're not drinking enough water. I get on these kicks where it's like I'll drink nothing but water or tea, right? The chamomile tea is my new favorite. So it's like water or tea, and I'll just do nothing but water or tea for days, and then I'll slip off and I'll go get that first soda or the first coffee or the first whatever junk I'm drinking, and then before you know it, I'm on the third, I'm on the fourth, and it's like I'm not even drinking the water anymore. You see what I'm saying? Erica, the water is important. How you're going to shine your light. I'm sorry, the prioritize, like what you have to prioritize. How you're going to prioritize nourishment, mind, body, health, mind, body, soul. Sorry, I'm getting tired, y'all. It's like you have to make your mind want the same thing that your soul wants. You see what I'm saying? Your heart and your mind have to be the same. So like you could be saying wanting something, but it doesn't seem logical. So you're like, I know I shouldn't do this thing, right? There's not balance because your mind is telling you to do something different than what your heart is telling you to do. So how you're gonna shine is put your best foot forward is to balance those things out, right? Mind, body, and soul. All right, Erica, let's look at the most challenging energy you may experience with this full moon. All right, so you have the focus card coming out and you have new beginnings coming out. So there is this energy that a new beginning is here, an opportunity is here to go through this door. You do need to focus to be able to do that. It's also very possible that you're going through some sort of transformation. There could be times where the emotions are heavy, like you could feel like you're drowning in the emotions, but it's because you know that the new beginning is here. It's because you know that the old way of doing something has changed and it's different now. That's what's different, mind and body and soul, right? Like that's where your head space and your heart space don't match. Your head space is telling you to go through the door, right? It's the logical understanding of like the next step in your journey. And it's like the heart space is saying stay. It's what's drowning in emotion. All right, let's look at where you need to add the fire element, where you need to add more fire element. All right, so the power card comes out. It's number 16. Oh my gosh, I heard this lady. I was watching the TikTok today, guys. I love TikTok. I know we are on TikTok. If you haven't followed us over on TikTok, please go do so. I'm trying to grow our TikTok. I do believe the link for our TikTok is in the description box of this video. But I was watching it today and she said, stop calling your power back if you aren't going to do anything with it when it comes back to you. Yeah, I know, right? I feel like that hit me, just smacked me right upside the head when I heard her say that, because I do that all the time, and I tell you guys that I do that all the time. I was sitting there, I call all my power back to me. I am whole and complete. Okay, well now what? What are you gonna do with it, Rosa? So Erica, same thing. Court, hello, Aries coming towards me. All right, so I do feel like you are trying to call your power back, but then when you call your power back, Erica, what do you do with it? What do you do with it? You're going to have to put more fire element and taking control back, taking your power back, and then actually using it. Let's say you build a boundary. You say, hey, I'm going to be treated this way and I'm not going to take any less. But then you allow someone to do something that is less, right? All right, so more fire element there. All right, let's look at where you need to let go and relax. We need to let go and relax. I love it. My favorite, the Queen of the Moon comes out. Erica, you are this powerful. This is your sovereignty. No one can take this from you. Regardless of what this person does, Doesn't matter. This is you. You were born with it. You came into this lifetime with it. You'll leave this lifetime with it. No one can take it from you. That's where you need to let go and relax. You need to stop telling yourself that you don't have this power, that you're not capable of these things. All right, let's pull guidance out from Dreams of Gaia. You got so many confirmations, Erica. You've seen so many confirmations. Spirit shows you every day just how powerful you are. So you can relax. Let that part go. All right, let's do guidance. Aries full moon guidance for Erica, please, Spirit. All right, so that wisdom card comes back out. The 3 of air, the knowledge, the gaining knowledge, wisdom, understanding. Education, talent, study, willingness, guides, teachers, comprehension, commitment, and perception. Expand your mind. Every experience offers a lesson. Education is a lifelong process. The 3 of air symbolizes the importance of education, study, and helping us to reach our highest potential. Reminds us that education should be thought of as a lifelong process. I need to go back here. All right. This card is cautioning us against wearing our ignorance like a badge of honor. Choosing to willfully close yourself off to learning is nothing to be proud of, nor is the choice to speak from an uneducated perspective. There's a difference between having an opinion based on your idea of what is wrong and right and having an educated, founded on fact. Don't risk making a fool of yourself by declaring yourself knowledgeable if your knowledge and experience are limited. Show that even if you lack in knowledge and understanding, you are wise. Admit your ignorance and open yourself to the opportunity to learn. If someone has a vaster understanding than your own, then learn from them and grow. Someone's teaching you how to do something and you don't like it. But Spirit's saying, watch what they're teaching you. And what was it Miss Tina told me today? Let it fuel your fire. Right? All right. I'm going to leave it there. I hope that was helpful. All right. I know we're getting to the end of this list. I know we are. Yeah, I'm not seeing Twitch. We can totally jump and put Jean on there. Summer, Julie from Twitch, and then Jean. Who's Summer? Is there Summer in here? Summer, let me know. Was Summer on Twitch too? Let me go look over and see what's going on over there on the Twitch. The Twitch be a little impatient. See, they come in and they don't see anybody in there. They're like, who is this purplelunarose tarot with 160 something followers? I'm just saying we're growing over there. We're growing. But I don't think they realize that, like we're on multiple platforms. Julie LuRose was the first one, and then Jing 96. But both of them, I fear, are gone. Man, our screen looks pretty on Twitch. So much bigger over there. We have one person that watches us pretty regularly. Over there. There's so many buttons and stuff over here on the Twitch. I still haven't figured out how to use some of this stuff. I know, right? But I do, you know what I love about Twitch? Non-judgmental. There's no judgment on Twitch. Like they don't, spiritual awakening, bring it over. Twin journey, we don't give two craps. Let's talk about it. You know what I mean? Like they don't, there's no judgment. Very laid back over there on Twitch. I love it. Thank you, Erica. I think this eclipse season is going to clear up a lot of things for us, for sure, for sure. All right, Summer is not responding. I don't see a Summer, but I do see a Court House or Housey. I'm probably saying that wrong on Facebook. But she's trying to ask a question, and there is a $5 energy exchange for questions. But I mean, I am offering some free readings here, so we could swap out one of our Twitch for Court. Let me do Jean's really quickly though. Let's see, Aries full moon reading. All right. I like that Court is an Aries. I feel like that's a pretty big synchronicity. So yeah, stay around, Court, for sure. Stick around. All right, Jean, Aries full moon. Let's look at the goal that Spirit thinks you need to make a priority. All right, so you have assessing and focus. You could be having third eye awakening. Jean, you could be having aha moments. It's like, so you've been with me for a minute, Jean, and it's like you could be experiencing your journey, your spiritual awakening, and you're having aha moments about it. You're like, oh, now I understand how I got here. If you're not having those, Spirit's saying that's where you need to put your focus. How did I get here? Where am I going next? That's the assessing. See how she's looking? She gets on top of the balloon. She gets to the toppest peak so she can see all of everything. It gives her like the grand picture, right? And being able to look at what every decision that was made, where it led to, and that's how you are where you are today. And now where you're going to take all that information and where are you going? But I feel like focus is here for a reason. It's like you have some new understanding of how you got to where you are today. All right, let's look and see what is going to be the most challenging energy that comes in with the Aries full moon. Challenging energy, Aries full moon, please. The masculine comes out when we're on this twin journey and we're divine feminines. Let me tell you, that's always challenging energy. But specifically with this particular blah blah blah, this particular full moon. Remember, Aries is very impulsive. We're impulsive. We're reckless. We are, and I'm talking about me. I got all the Aries. I'm not trying to step on any toes here. I'm just being honest. We're emotional. We react based on our emotions. And I think, Jean, that these are all things that have happened to you with this particular masculine energy. And it's very possible that this full moon will bring those energies back to the surface for you to explore and decide whether you're going to react or respond to them, right? The masculine card also talks about the balance that is needed between feminine and masculine energies. Feminine and masculine energies. All right. Let's look at where you need to add some fire element on your journey. Where you need to add some fire element on your journey, please. All right. So we have the darkness card. So you need to light up the darkness, right? You're spending too much time in the darkness. There's this, okay, so here's the darkness card. One, it's the long night moon. It does have this new moon energy. It is going to be the October 14th solar eclipse energy. You can see it. Look at the picture. You see it? So here's the thing with this card. It always shows the one rabbit on the one side, and he looks so lopsided, don't he? Like there's supposed to be a partner over here, and they're supposed to go down this path together. The path looks scary, it looks dark, but here's what I know. Once you start going down that dark path, we like to call that shadow work around here, by the way. But it's like once you start doing that, the closer you get to that moon, the closer you get to the thing that's causing you to have the triggers that you're experiencing in this life, right? It illuminates, it shines brightly on the thing so you can look at it, hold it in your hand, deal with it, handle it, and release it. So there is this energy of needing to get a little bit more passionate about some shadow work, especially if you want this energy to balance out. All right, let's look at where you need to let go and relax, where you need to let go and relax, where you need to let go and relax, please. The balance card coming back out. Okay, so a lot of us are doing that, right? It's coming out strongly, like it's a little collective. And it's me too, right? Because I was saying like I'm working too much and I need to spend more time with friends and family, or I'm playing too hard and I'm not getting enough work done. This last week I've definitely been trying to find a balance in that. We can't overwork ourselves, we'll just burn out, and we can't overplay ourselves because then nothing gets done and the goals don't get accomplished, right? I think that we could be at this point because of the energies that we're in, especially the cosmic influences, that we could be overthinking this. We could definitely be overthinking this. And you could be overthinking this, especially if you're telling yourself, I can only do this from this time to this time, or I'm only allowed to enjoy this for this moment. I want to enjoy it longer, but I'm only allowed to enjoy it for this short period of time. You see what I'm saying? We could be overthinking something. Whatever energies are coming in through this full moon energy, it's powerful energy. It's a powerful cosmic influence. It's meant to be here. It has purpose, right? All right, let's pull a peace of mind on the bottom. Let's pull a guidance card from Dreams of Gaia. All right, divine timing comes out. I love this. Divine timing. You're trying to balance something out. You're trying to do something, and Spirit's saying like it's coming in on its own. That's going to be the divine timing card, okay? And that's going to be the Four of Air. You also got the Seven of Air. I feel like we talked about the Seven of Air. So let's read the Four of Air out of the book. All right, so Seven of Air was spirituality, religion, politics, kindness was what came up earlier, and I think that is going to be the same thing. It's about being kind to yourself and others. But let's talk about that Four of Air. All right, structure, routine, order, patterns, discipline, understanding, productivity, and there it is, timing. Remove negative influences, weed out bad habits, limit distraction and time wasters. Ooh, that's happening to me too. Wow, greetings and salutations. Order your environment, banish clutter, create structure, follow a routine, keep a time budget. There's something about that. Keep a time budget. Remember how I was saying about how much time you do this, how much time you do that? That was the let go and release. So I feel like that's confirmation. You're struggling too hard with, I'm supposed to be doing this from this time to this time. And Spirit's saying right now you need to be like present and allow these energies to flow. All right, it does say that there needs to be importance in ordering your order to your environment and your daily structure, especially if you have specific goals or projects that you wish to perform and complete. Routines and daily habits are going to be important to you right now also. All right, I'm going to leave it right there, Jean. I hope that reading was helpful. All right, last one I'm going to do, guys. Courthouse on Facebook. Last one I'm going to do. Court, you asked a specific question. Unfortunately, with questions, there is energy exchange involved with that question. You can, of course, still do that if you would like to do that. But I'm going to suggest the Aries full moon reading. I think that you are most likely drawn in here for a pretty specific reason. And if you just consider what your question is while I work through that reading, I think Spirit will answer that question for you. But just let me know. Let me know how you want to do it. Thank you, Jean. Thank you so very much. All right. Court says go for it. All right, guys, last reading. Thank you guys so much for hanging out with me. Don't forget fire signs tomorrow, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, 8 p.m., guys, tomorrow, 8 p.m. Central time. All right, let's do some Aries full moon reading for this new energy Spirit drew in here. I am going to use the Queen of the Moon. Aries full moon comes in on the 29th, guys. If you're on specific spiritual journey, I'm on the twin journey here. It's what we do here at PLR. And it just means that this is an experience I had that catapulted my spiritual awakening, right? So most likely you're going to be drawn for a very similar reason. And this full moon on the 29th, very strong for those of us on this journey. Very powerful moon. A permanent completion of an old cycle. All right, so right now, the goal that Spirit wants you to prioritize, blossoming. You need to look at the new. Look at you, Court. My favorite card comes out. It's number 33. So 3 is my lucky number. 33 is my favorite number. And 33 in any oracle set is my favorite card. So the flower moon blossoming is a very high synchronicity to my own journey. When I started PLR, this was my spiritual healing. This is my soul's path, right? My awakening journey. So when I started the journey, I would post videos for all 12 signs. And in those videos, I always had this flower moon song that was a free musical instrumental song that was on the app that I use. I use KindMaster, guys, to edit all my videos. It is a free app service. You can use it for free. But of course, I got tired of that water logo, so I paid for the service now. But it is one of the free songs that gives you an option. You can put this music in your videos, and the Flower Moon was the one that I always picked. It was very calming music. But blossoming tells me that something new is just waiting to open up for you. And it's very possible that it's not on your priority right now. It's a goal of yours. You've always wanted this thing that's new, but it's not a priority of yours because you're holding on to some stagnant energy, something that's not really moving. It's not really flowing. It's not, working in your best interest at this moment. All right, so let's see, what is that challenge? Spirit, show us a little bit about what that challenge is. that's keeping you from being able to see this new energy that's trying to work its way in? I feel like it's been trying to work its way in for quite some time. The number 33 could also be significant to you for some reason. All right, so there it is, the void. All right, so you're holding on to something because you think that you're not by yourself. You think that you're not alone if you continue to hold on to this thing. But actually, this thing has been gone for quite some time, and you've been alone you've never been alone. You're never alone, okay? That's my whole purpose, is to come out here and tell people, hey, this stuff happened to me too, and we're all in this boat together, okay? But you feel like you're alone in this process, in this journey. So, in other words, most likely you had an experience with someone and it catapulted your awakening. In other words, you weren't very spiritual before, and now you just want to learn more and more and more. Why did I experience this thing? Why did it bring me to my knees? Why am I laying here naked on this earth? You see what I'm trying to say? It's that energy. So the challenge or obstacle most likely could have something to do with like dark night of the soul energy. And it's like not wanting to return to this type of energy, or wanting to get out of this type of energy. And if you're feeling confused as to how do I get out of this type of energy, release that person, release that thing that catapulted your spiritual awakening. Stop having expectations of it. Does that mean that you're banishing them to hell and you're never going to see them again? No, it does not. One, if something catapulted your awakening, this whatever it is, most likely a person, it's part of your journey forever and ever and ever. Okay, but there is this energy of like, I can't let that go, because if I let that go, then I'm here by myself. But really, you've been here this whole time. It's funny because it's happened to me in my own journey. I mean, I'm not even going to get into it too much, but it was like this type of like ultimatum was given, and it's like, yeah, I no thank you. Like I'm so there's no more self-doubt left in my journey. You know what I mean? You can take your ultimatums and stick them where you know where, right? So there's this energy of the void, pause and reset. It's a challenge to you because again, you think you're going to be doing something on your own, but actually you're not on your own. You have this very strong collective energy that's backing you the entire way, plus your entire spirit guide showing you the path, right? But it is an energy of pause and reflect. Okay, so you've been doing something a long time a certain way. Maybe you're even looking for blossoming energy. Maybe you even want this new energy to come in, and you're like, why is this new energy not coming in? Why am I still sitting here in the dark? Why do I feel like I'm just laying here naked on this earth? Okay, it's because you're still holding on to the expectations of that thing or that person. So the void, completely scratch. Scratch what you think you know, reflect, redirect that energy, redirect it towards yourself because that's where it goes. All right, let's look and see where you need to add more fire. Where you need to add more fire in your life. The patience card comes out. Man, you didn't want to hear that, did you? All right, and I know you didn't want to hear it because you've been waiting for a long time. Okay, 33, 1, 36. You see the balloon? This is the green corn moon and the Queen of the Moon oracle. But if you see the red balloon she's holding, that red balloon has a really strong, significant meaning in this card. Again, it says you've been waiting, and this, see how it looks like she's in this dark tunnel and she's looking out there. It's like you've been waiting on something for a really long time. Again, this could have something to do with divine timing, but the balloon is significant in Queen of the Moon because the balloon says, ready, that you're about to be rewarded because you haven't been in a lack mentality. So, in other words, the thing you're waiting for, you're living your life in the present like you already have it, but you're not, right? You're not. So Spirit's telling me that where you need to add more fire is you need to get out of this lack mentality you think that something is lost or something is gone or they're never going to be back. And that's just not true. Guys, just because we think something or we believe something doesn't make it true. Okay? I know. But we can feel something so wholeheartedly, and we allow our actions and our feelings and everything to go based on this thing, and then later we find out, oh my God, that wasn't even true. You see what I'm trying to say? So you could have this feeling that's not even really true. So right now you have this feeling that you don't have something, but actually that thing is a part of who you are. And when you learn that, that helps you release all this other stuff. But you're not missing anything. There's no lack here. So you have to release the lack mentality, and then spirit will reward you for the faith that you have, right? All right, let's look and see where you need to let go and release. Where you need to let go and release. All right, so the boundaries card comes out. All right, this can go two ways. I think it's going to go both. I think for most people around you, you have a closed off boundary. You're closed off because it's been hurt, right? You've been hurt, and you don't want it to happen again. So it's like, I'm going to keep this boundary up. You can only get so close to me. I'm only going to allow you in so much. But there's one other person here, and that boundary is split and wide open, and you're like, oh, no boundaries, no boundaries. And that's not true. You may say you have a boundary, but you don't enforce that boundary. All boundaries need to be enforced. All boundaries need to be enforced. Make sure you're not closing yourself off to the wrong people. All right, guidance. Let's do guidance from Dreams of Gaia, please. I just seen the Father card. Divine timing again. So tell me, Court, do you think that, I'm going to pull your guidance card, but tell me, do you feel that Spirit answered your question? We've seen that one earlier. Ooh, ouch. There's that surrender card. All right. All right, so here's the Four of Fire. Okay, this is that one that says aim. Make your path, outline your path, where you're going. Make a decision, quit wavering off that decision. Let's read the Seven of Water, because this is where you are emotionally. All right, so Seven of Water is knowing, trust, faith, and surrender. Surrender, control, release, peace. Where did we see that peace card? Was it on the bottom? Oh, shuffled. Certainty and passive. Certainty is important. That's the knowing. Once you have that certainty, then you can let go of the expectations and you can start pushing through on your own journey. That's how we all do it. And that's how we get going, right? Until we let go of that person, we just kind of sit there and keep repeating the same freaking thing over and over and over. I did it for quite some time. All right, so key phrases: surrender to the flow of life, relinquish the need to control. All that happens is meant to. The future will bring what you need, not what you want. Control is an illusion. Your influence on the future is limited. Yield and be flexible. The Seven of Water represents letting go and surrendering to the flow of life, and doing so with complete trust and faith. She's about relinquishing control over all relationships and outcomes, and believing that whatever unfolds in the future is what is meant to be. She has worked diligently in the present, imbuing all she does with her love so as to create a future that will bring what she needs to learn, to heal, and to grow. Now, content and satisfied because she knows she has done everything she can, she lays back to rest, allowing herself to flow to the next moment and task. All right. I am going to leave it right there. I hope that was helpful. Court, make sure to hit that follow button. You have definitely found your tribe. All right, guys, I'm going to wrap it up. Thank you so much for coming in here and hanging out with me. I appreciate you guys. Oh my gosh, does that say 3 hours? Wow. It doesn't feel like 3 hours. I did get a little tired earlier, though, right? Like a little yawn. All right, guys, don't forget tomorrow night, fire signs. We will be looking at that first week of October. Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. Tomorrow night, 8 p.m. Central Daylight Time. I will be streaming on all 3 platforms again, Facebook, YouTube, Twitch. I hope to see all of you guys there. Thank you so much for everyone that came in who participated, all my moderators. I love you, beautiful ladies, so very much. I'm always sending each one of all of you, everyone, abundant love and light on your journey. Have a good night, and I'll see everyone tomorrow. Thank you.